training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal, credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and it is Options Friday. Woo! Another Options Friday in the book, guys. Another one in the books. Hopefully, you guys made some money. Things were a little bit, iffy for me today, so I did not trade. I chose to hold on to the car payment money. Those of you who are on the ends know what I'm talking about. And not use that for trading and sit out and study. That's where I'm at this point. I would rather, like Coach said, break even or not trade at all or let it run than to lose money at this point. So that's where I was at today. So hopefully some of you out there, if you weren't in a good place, you didn't trade. Hopefully you did the same thing. But welcome. We follow Coach's rules, and when we do, we make good money and we protect our assets that we do have. So welcome to the Aftermarket. This is a stream that has been created by Chad Christian's group of traders for us to basically relax, kick back, and enjoy each other's company after a long day of trading in the stock market, because it can be stressful, and talk about our trades. The good, the bad, the ugly. Did you make money? If so, how'd you do it? Help us out. If you didn't make money and you lost money, let's talk about it. Let's figure out and see what we can help you to do to not do that again. It is American Dream Trading, which belongs to Chad W. Christian. He is a 30-year stock market vet. He teaches us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle. Okay. We were blessed with Coach's presence last night. He came and hung out with us for a good hour or so in the Aftermarket, and we really enjoyed it. And Coach, we love you. We always love it when you come hang out with us. It always makes for a really good show. So thank you. And anytime, you are welcome to just drop in and take over, my man. Okay. It's your channel. So yeah, that was amazing. It was fun, and we are blessed to know him and have him be so willing to teach us and hand us this knowledge that will feed us for the rest of our lives. So once again, thank you. He has created over 8 millionaires in our group, and there was somebody who was actually $1 million down and regained that since being, so technically it's 9 really. We've got one gentleman, a millionaire 3 times over, who does it primarily on shares, and another one of the others that got their first $1 million on shares, all from the strategies that they learned from Coach. That's what we focus on in the Aftermarket, is those strategies, the rules that he has put in place for us to succeed. So without further ado, let me go down and see who we got down there in the chat. Getting ready for the weekend. What's going on, Miranda? What's up, baby girl? Thank you so much. You and Arlo are amazing. Thank you. If you can get me set up with TradingView, I predate. Look, these two last night were like, hey, let's get her set up with this TradingView. She needs to be on TradingView. Let's make it happen. So they are working diligently in the background to make sure that when I do get to trading again, I can get in and out of trades, man. I'm telling you, American Dream Trading is where it's at. If you are not a part of a group, listen, we have customized TradingView indicators that Coach has provided for us in this group. Come on now. If you want them, you can get them. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Cost you a couple dollars, but you can get them even if you're not a member. But trust me, you want to be a member, specifically a VIP member, because they're included with the membership. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So Miranda is down there. What's up, baby girl? Miguel Lara. And okay, wait a minute. Where'd you go? Because I saw L&T Motor in the backstage here, and I freaked out when I saw the name on it. And I'm like, oh, we're finally gonna meet. So come on back, man. We got Miranda, we got Miguel Lara, we got L&T Motor down there. What's up, Farah? Paula at the beach. What's up, honey? Ah, okay. Got you, Arlo. I remember because I'm like, unhappy. What? It's gray. Oh, So yeah, it clicked. I got you. I will pin your message, Miranda, and I get you set up. Unhappily a housewife. Steve-O! Steve-O, man. That was an awesome conversation we had in the pre-market this morning. Love your face, man. Bubbles, what's going on? Dude, just to let you guys know, Steve-O rocks out, baby. He's a guitar player. You know I love musicians. Musicians with musicians, baby. All right. Bubbles, how you doing, baby? Ralph, as usual, I will be in there, but I'm going to be running a little late. This 30 minutes window is hard to make. I got you. What's up with the Mega Raphael or whatever? Yeah, you did say you were going to change your name, so he just put it to Ralph. Ralph, what's going on? Okay, you duplicated the message, Ralph? Okay. All right. I think we got the point, bro. Paula. JD, what's up? JD Racing. Welcome back, my friend. American runs on Diesel Dan. What's up, Diesel Dan? How you doing, honey? Paula, Steve H, how you doing? Timo, what's going on, Timo? Who else we got? Steve-O, Timo, Bubbles, we got all these O's. Okay, so give me 2 seconds, everybody. Let me get a little bit of housekeeping done here. Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yes. Let's get that message pinned. The reason why is because you don't have to search for the American Dream Trading website. Miranda has so graciously put it down there in the link. Now, there are 3 links in the description of this video. Okay, for you who are in the replay game. First one you're not going to be able to use. It's called click here to join the panel. Those of you that are actually here live can click that link and come up here and tell us about your day. The second one is the same one that I'm about to pin now to the top of this chat, which is americandreamtrading.com, which Miranda has so graciously placed in there. If you'd like to go ahead and sign up, which you should be doing ASAP. All right, right. Okay, let's get on in here. Okay. Okay, got that done. Okay. Arlo, type something so I know it worked. What's up, Hamilton? Arlo, just say hi or something, or give me a number 1 or a symbol or something, so I'll make sure I hit the right thing. She must be at work or something. Okay, well, either way, it should be done. Okay. Yep. Let me get out of that. You know how it is when you know, little housekeeping things. Get on back to me. There we are. There we are. Okay. There you go. There you go. I see you. You're welcome. Okay. All right. Let's go over coach's rules. Okay. That is something that we are always doing first and foremost is we're going over coach's rules because there's a lot of new people that join the group and a lot of new people that come in here. And you know what I mean? Hey, I'm pretty proud that I remembered that. No, I'm okay. Hey, when you get up there, man, it's blueberries though. I'm telling y'all, blueberries help the memory. You know, we like to go over coaches' rules because they're very important to keep you in the money. It's not just about making money, coaches' rules are. They're about protecting your assets. So let's go ahead over here to coaches' rules. Okay, there we go. All right, first and foremost, before we get into any of coach's rules, remember, don't use any real money, okay? We don't need you blowing up your accounts and losing all of your money, okay? There are apps out there that you can use to pay per trade so that you don't have to use real money. You can get in a simulator and simulate trading. Now, there are a little differences, like they don't have stops and the fills are a little bit differently timed than real situations. So just know once you come off of paper trading and you feel like you're ready, then it is going to be a little bit different. So make sure you're not using large position sizes, okay? And make sure that you are trading just like you would a regular account. Don't just because Webull gives you $1 million. If you don't have $1 million in your account, you shouldn't trade like that. If you've only got a few $100 or a few $1,000 or mid-size account, you got like 10, 20,000. Put what you would have in your realistic account and trade it accordingly. That way it's more realistic for you, okay? But yes, do not use real money. All right, rule number 1, beyond the shadow of a doubt, please do not blow more than 1 to 3% of your complete entire account on any given day. Okay, don't blow up more than 1 to 3%. Do not lose more than 1 to 3%. I cannot stress that enough. Rule number 2, if you have more than 2 red trading days in a row, if this is you, don't be this guy, okay? You should stop trading and start training, all right? So there is no way that if you are in this group and you're having more than 2 or 3 red days in a row, you should still be trading. You should be training. Coach has a plethora of videos and educational materials, not to mention the moderators to help you out. So get in training mode, okay? Get in training mode. Rule number 3, if you are not a master trader, you should not be scalping. You should be doing the 2-minute EWO strategy, which is a much slower pace strategy that helps you get in trades properly and hang on to the winners. Okay, so make sure you're using the 2-minute EWO strategy. And if you're not familiar with that strategy, I'm sure we'll talk about it here at some point tonight and show a video. Rule number 4, don't overtrade. No more than 1 to 5 trades a day, guys. Okay, no more than 1 to 5 trades a day. It will lead to over trading if you do more than that. Okay, and over trading will lead to revenge trading because obviously all trades are risky. So at some point you're guaranteed to lose money. So since all trades are risky, hey, minimize your risk by only trading a couple times a day, right? If you're trading with revenge, then you're trading against the market instead of in harmony with it. Rule number 5. Rule number 5 is position size. Okay. Make sure if you normally trade, which one? Wrong one. If you normally trade with 20 contracts, if you're doing options, break it down to 10. If you're normally doing 10, break it down to 5. If you're normally trading $200 contracts, break it down to 100. Something that's going to allow you to comfortably trade without getting all nervous and scared and shaky and sweaty, okay? Remember, smaller position sizes offer greater reward with less risk, all right? Rule number 6, if you are not familiar with options, then you should be trading shares only. We've got a gentleman in this group named Nate who trades shares only, and he has become a millionaire 3 times over trading just shares. Shout out to Nate. And last but not least, all trades are risky, so beyond a shadow of a doubt, make sure you use your stops. All right. So normally I have somebody waiting in the background and nobody's here today. So anybody who has not joined the panel, this is your opportunity. Click that link that's in the description of the video, and come up and join the panel and tell us about your day. You know what I mean? Is everybody ready for the weekend? Yep, click the loud tab, LNT Motor. I can't find, where do I go to get the archives? Oh, I thought you were saying, where do you go to come up here? LNT Motor, weren't you up here? What happened? Was it my breath? What's going on? There should be a playlist to watch past episodes. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Trader Vaughn. What's going on, honey? Hey, Dan and Paula. Yep. Speaking of playlists, that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we can get into a little bit of that tonight. Let's go pull up YouTube and see what Carter's got on tap for us today. Nobody wants to talk about their trades, huh? Come on, guys. Don't make me beg ya. Oh, I hear somebody came in over there. Hold on. All right, JD Racing. What's going on, bro?
What's up? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. Welcome.
Should have pulled a U, but I made a rookie mistake, so I'm back to training again.
Hey, I put myself in training today just because, and I was so glad because I'm like, if I had gotten in that SPY like I wanted to, you saw how choppy SPY was this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. If I had gotten in that, woo, I definitely would have gotten eaten up for sure. So that let me know I wasn't ready. That let me know I was not ready. 30-minute strategy using candle patterns and EWO trading tactics. Okay, so this is the first one on tap for Carter today. And you guys remember I told you more than likely there would be something on the 2-minute EWO. So that works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you guys. We will go ahead and pull it up and see what we got going on. You ready? You ready, JD?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what Carter put up there for us today. Shout out to Carter. Don't forget to go check these videos out on YouTube for yourself. I will, actually, it's the video of the day. What I'm doing is I'm actually showing you the videos that he put up today. So without further ado, so that way you don't have to hunt for them.
First 30 minutes of the day, even on Apple. That is this line that I drew right here. Everybody see this? That is till 10 o'clock. If we look at Apple, if you guys were doing the 2-minute EWO, by the way, here's your entry. Look at how it didn't do anything. It came down and went up. Chopped you. Came down, it broke through, chopped you.
Yep.
Came down, chopped you. Came down, chopped you. There's your first 30 minutes of the day with Apple. Everybody see it? Kill the first.
Hopefully you new guys are watching this, because the first 30 minutes of the day are crucial. But look what it did after that.
Half an hour. It's really hard. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many years you've been trading. The first 30 minutes is actually the most big dog doo-doo time ever. Let's draw it here on Tesla. There is exactly your first 30 minutes. Now, of course, we got to ride this down. We were calling this out. Here's your 2-minute EWO. By the way, let's break this down too, just so you're aware of it, Buck. You see how these first two candles are identical in size?
Yes, sir.
That's a don't touch it. We don't get to touch it until a candle breaks the previous high, meaning longer candle than the previous candle it was before it. You see how these two are the same?
Yes, sir.
That is not the trade candle, but that one is your winner because it's now taller than the previous candle. So let's break this down as if you're an experienced trader, you've been here a while, that means this is the entry, which is somewhere in this candle, and there's your payday, right? It pulls.
Yes, sir.
It pulls back. Everybody knows to shed. It keeps pulling. We can shed. We get very nervous up here, right?
Sure.
You guys could shed. It's up to you. Otherwise, hang on. But everybody in this room knows 1000%. If this breaks and holds above VWAP and we're in a put, what do we do, everyone? I don't care how much you are in or out of the money. What do we do?
Get out. Share.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Right here, we're out. And now listen, we got in up here, right? No matter what, we still made money even when it pulled through. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait until the next directional change. The rest of this, we don't get to trade because we got out. Okay. If we get out, we wait. Otherwise, we're scalping. We have to wait for the next setup. Now we're looking at the next setup. So here it is, a changed color. Here is your first candle that you would have entered. That's this one because now it is larger than these other two, which means you got in somewhere around this candle.
This is
right now you're barely up.
This is textbook EWO strategy, guys. So those of you that are brand new asking the question, well, if I miss that second largest candle, should I wait for the next one? The answer is yes.
But it's going exactly where it needs to be. This is where that 25 to 40% is going to kick in, unless everybody, if this breaks down below VWAP and holds, do you care if it's only down 8%? What would you do?
Get out.
Get out if it goes under VWAP.
That's right. Or
Shed.
If you just got into the trade and it changes color, otherwise get out on that one. Moderators, you got it.
It's a good video.
That is an excellent video, right? Shout out to Mark McSee. What's up, Mark?
Hey, what's up? Just got home. Pulling 250 feet of wire and 150 feet of data cable.
Oh my God, Mark.
Yeah, through a ceiling, through a floor, through a 150-year-old church.
Wow.
It was a job. Got her done. Go over tomorrow, finish drilling a hole through a wall to run the other cable because I don't have the necessary drill. So guys bringing this drill tomorrow. Drill a hole. So then we'll be ready to go for installing the sign Tuesday.
Nice. You got that done. You've literally been working on that for like a week.
Well, I'm sort of because it came 3 weeks early, I had to hurry up, and I'm kind of the project manager / maintenance guy / beg, borrow, please help. I end up doing most of it myself anyway, but no, we got a good bunch of guys. We got all kinds of skills in our church, skilled labor and stuff, so works out pretty good.
Hey, Don, I had a question on that video.
Yes.
So, mainly on the last part of it, he was using, I forget what stock that was. Doesn't matter. When it finally went green towards the end of the video, and you got in on that second EWO green candle that was higher than the previous.
Yes.
And you're doing his shedding technique. I know he said the stop loss should be 25 to 40% in the red, right? For a loss, for a stop loss, Mark?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, yeah. So let's say it's a runner, right?
Uh-huh.
And because I kind of went through some of this today, and I
left it?
Well, no, I shed, and I
No, I
caught.
mean the 25 to 40% loss. Is that?
So as I was shedding, do I need to, if there's a good direction to say to the upside for video's sake, would I maybe shrink that stop loss, or
Yes.
maybe to a break even or something? Just
Yes.
worse.
Move
Okay.
it up.
As I know,
Absolutely.
it's getting further away and the bands are getting bigger and stuff. All the confirmations, the 5-star trade, he says. So
Yeah.
I would go ahead and know for sure, like at least I know I'm going to make money, but I don't want to give any back. So break even, worst case, if it, news or something happens, whatever.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you do have some green, but yeah, you don't want to leave that 25 to 40% stop and then lose all of your gains and then continue to lose anywhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 40%, right? So you got to move your stop up. And but you have to do it to a point where, and Mark, I know you know the answer to this as well, but leave yourself some room there. You probably want to move it up to where it's at least still a good 15% under where that stock is right at that time. You want to leave yourself some profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't want it so tight that it comes right back and you're going to get stopped out.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you always have, there's a 5 to 7 candle rule as a general rule. It's not a law.
Right.
But every 5 to 7 candles that it goes in one direction, you'll get a pullback.
Okay.
A breathe back. And
Gotcha.
then it may change direction on you, but that's just, you just need to be aware of it. I mean, you do get those days where it climbs to the moon all day long, but those are rare.
Yeah.
So you never let a green trade go red. Don't be afraid to get stopped out and not make a dime.
Yeah.
But you also have to know your stock that you're trading. So that's why Coach says, don't, get good at 2 to 3 stocks, learn how it breathes, how it reacts, how it moves. Apple doesn't have the dramatic pullbacks and increases like Tesla does, or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Tesla, if you're going to play Tesla, you got to play that different than you would play Apple. So
that's right. Yeah.
New people should not even be playing Tesla. It's just too.
I learned that the hard way Wednesday.
Nvidia is the same way. I've made a lot of money on Nvidia, but I've lost a lot of money on Nvidia. I don't play Tesla.
I have too, Mark.
But yeah, you do have to give it room. Once you get up there a ways, then you start sliding if you're in a green EWO, let it go. But at some point, a lot of people will say, okay, let's say it went up $1 a share, a great big gain. Well, you don't want to lose all that, so maybe slide your stop up to 50% of the difference.
Gotcha.
So that way. But you have to read the tea leaves and see what's going on.
True.
Yeah.
Because even though everything is doing good and the company news is good, all it takes is a senator to open his mouth on TV and they can just wreck your count,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you have to read. But like Coach says, he'd rather see you run the EWO and break even. That 25 to 40% doesn't mean that's the loss you should accept. That's just to get you in
entry.
there.
Yeah,
that's your initial entry. Because a lot of times when you enter, it'll pull back a little bit, So
that's right.
That gives you that. So you don't get stopped out right away. You give it time to breathe and move and pick its direction. As long as it's going up, you're good. But you shouldn't.
And then move it to what you paid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's
Once
right.
it gets a little traction, move it to what you paid. Then you're in a free trade. Because if it pulls back at that point, and remember to give it let it get like 5-10%. You know what I mean? And then if it pulls back, at least you didn't lose anything. The 25 to 40% is gone now. That's off.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the green now. So if it does do a pullback, at least you haven't lost anything. And the further it gets away from you, then begin to kind of move it up, but still give yourself that percentage, whatever's comfortable for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it was Amazon or something too. I know when he says a green trade goes on EWO, it goes red. If you look back at today, Amazon ran and did really well. I did great in both of those in Apple this morning. And
nice.
I think it had one candle that turned red and it went right back to a huge rainbow of green. But it's one of those, like, if it's so far up and it starts to, we're trimming as it's come back down, possibly go red, and it does it that one time, per his rules, would you say you would go out because it's a color change?
Well,
Where's the cutoff
Are you
change happening?
above? Are you above VWAP? Are you above what you paid for? Are you above all the other indicators?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
guess.
just a temporary. Yeah, you got to especially if you get in a good entry. That's why the EWO is nice. You get in low. That helps you get in soon when it starts.
Sooner, yeah.
If it's a strong EWO, I mean, there's some bad EWOs that are weak.
True.
But
Right.
if you're buying down here and the stock's up here, and it starts to go down a little bit, you're still
as long
still
as you got
profit.
in on that second candle,
If
which
the
is bigger than the
EWOs
first, you got in properly. So you should be so far ahead that even when it pulls back and you lose a little bit, it's not taking all your profits. That's the importance of getting in earlier.
If it breaks, what's he say to do if it breaks VWAP? If you're on a call and it goes below VWAP, if you're in a put and it goes above it, what are you supposed to do? No matter what the percentage of stop loss you have.
That's right. Gets out. That's confirmed. But I just saw it go huge green this morning, and it came down one little baby red, and then green again. And I was like, this was after I was out. It was after the fact. I just was watching it.
Yeah.
And I was
you got to watch when it consolidates too. When it just does this, goes sideways.
Yeah, it did that for a long time.
See what it's going to decide to do, because it can go up as well as it can come down.
Of course.
So. And that's why having your support and resistance lines drawn ahead of time with a lot of historical data on there, that it will, if it breaks and just because it breaks the line doesn't mean it's going to go up. It's got to break the line and stay above it. That's what you hear, break and hold. It broke above that next channel. And as long as the candle stays there, then the odds, your odds are that it may go up more. Or down, if that's how you're playing down or whatever, So
God.
So if you have them, that's it. Same thing with VWAP. Just because it goes below VWAP doesn't mean dump it the second it does. You want to wait for it to break and hold below VWAP.
That thing got in a 30-cent channel today that was driving me nuts. I was like, just watching it drove me nuts, because you would see one big red candle, then a green candle right beside it, then another red candle, then a green candle. And I mean, it was like a 30-cent difference in the price action, So I'm like, good God Almighty, this is just
when it's in a channel and consolidated, you may want to hang tough, especially if it's hugging VWAP. It goes above it a little bit, goes below it a little bit, goes above it a little bit. If it's hugging it, you don't want to ever get in on that trade when it's hugging VWAP.
No.
But if your trade goes down to it, and you may want to be patient and see what it's going to till it makes a decision one way or the other. And the other thing is, on a call, you don't make as much money when that happens, but on a put, you still make money when it goes down or when it consolidates. Put pays you still on that sideways movement, where a call
if
really
you get
doesn't.
in right.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, right.
It's the same difference. If you get in on the proper angle, as long as you get in early enough, you will get paid both ways on that.
And you'll see, like Apple and them, when they go sideways, they may go sideways for hours.
Yeah.
And you just have to watch and make a decision. What's your other indicators telling you? Are you still above VWAP? Are you still green because you got a good entry? You're still in the profit. It doesn't hurt you to sit there in consolidation until it makes a decision one way or another. And
good position size, and you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Right. Your hands ain't shaking. Right. You shouldn't be sweating bullets. Hey, look, Bucket's alive.
Ralph and Bucket, what's going on, guys?
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, Bucket, you feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit better today.
Good.
We just heard you on the last video. Did you hear that?
Who?
You.
Really?
The last video we played that Carter.
Did I ask something stupid?
Never. You never do that.
Yeah, never. I open my mouth, I say stupid shit. So
I'm glad you're feeling better. Welcome back.
I'm the president of that club, Bucket.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got the coin with your face on it.
Yeah. What's up, Ralph?
And Bucket, I'm gonna probably need your help with this, because I listened to you and I heard you on the video on the way over here, and I just want to let you know, right? Like what you're experiencing right now is, it's kind of like out of your hands. It's a psychological thing, I like to call it the psychology of a trapped scalper. And like you don't have to go through that, friend. Like this is like, we don't get on people. It's fine. You don't have to just sit on. You can trade, friend. Just all you got to do is wait on the Evo. Listen, just come on home, Don. You know.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes, you
I
ain't gotta
thought you
be.
were talking to Bucket.
No, I know.
So
I'm
did
gonna need
I.
Bucket help. I'm gonna need Bucket help on this because all this. And then listen, I know it's a lot of pressure, friend. That you gotta, you don't have to prove a point. Just come on back to the EWO. That way you
Hey,
can get
Ralph.
trades. Like
Ralph, I leave
What?
for 3 days, Ralph, and the shit turns upside down.
Exactly. You see
I
what
got
I'm saying?
scalpers. Never, she
Yeah.
probably doesn't even know the Apple ticker symbol anymore. I
And
mean,
yes.
what the hell?
I
What's
watched
going
Apple
on,
all
friend?
day today, and I watched it as an EWO watcher because,
Ah,
See,
it's. But nobody said I wasn't doing the EWO anymore. I just said I was adding scalping in. I
one person
typically
said you
didn't
was doing
scalp.
it. One person. That's you. You was like, I'm a scalper.
Did you
I'm
make
not gonna
anybody
Yeah,
be
that's
sitting
scalping
in
today?
trades all day.
yeah.
I didn't trade.
How'd you
No,
do
I
because
didn't
today,
trade.
Don?
she
I
didn't
didn't
get no
trade.
signals apparently.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
made
trade only because I don't have the money to trade right now. I've got car payment money, so I don't want to mess digging that. So I I got bills paid. You know what I mean? That's
Just
what can I
messing with
say?
your friend. Just messing with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did a 5 contract trade on the Qs, made like 100. I don't know. I don't even think it was $150, and I was done. I'm like, I ain't sitting through this job. I said I got
Way
stuff
to
to
go.
do.
It was
Well,
choppy.
I got stuff to do. Yeah, I got stuff to do. I had to get that wire done for tomorrow, so
Yeah.
I got that
Ralph,
done.
did you
That was
trade?
more on my mind than anything. Plus,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started the day off by oversleeping 2 hours. Missed
Yeah,
free
me too.
market. Oh my god!
Ralph got Mark in the pre-market for us today. Apparently.
Well,
I
as
was
soon as I
sleep.
woke up, as soon as I looked up and I see what time it was, like, holy cow! And just
That's
then
because
my
you've been busting your ass, Mark. You're
yeah, I
tired.
know.
You needed
I'm
a
old. I
break.
can't handle that. And as soon as I got out, I swiped my phone up just to confirm what time it was, and my phone goes ding, and I look, and it's Ralph sending me a message. I'm like, Ralph, tell him I just woke up. I'm gonna be late.
The way he sent the message, he said, I'm not
Yeah.
taking no days off.
He's like, I'm just running late. I'm not taking any days off. No days off.
No,
What
I
did you
just
trade today?
I was with me.
Yeah.
Went outside my rim and got chopped to pieces by the doggone euro. Listen, I had a lot going on. Coaches in my head. I'm trying to keep these things at break even. So the first time that I got in, and I got it in my journal, don't mess with the New York session. You know what I'm saying? Especially not the euro. And so I went on ahead and got in a trade, locked it in at break even. The VIP session started. I actually forgot about it. That thing went all the way up there, and I guess some type of news came out. Break even fine. Go back in. Every time, I kid you not, it was either a break even or it was just I try to be like, okay, I got to stop too tight. And then because it come down, shave off a little bit of it. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just switch it. I'm gonna switch it to another pair. And I traded AU all the way up. like no problem. Left out of the room, went got all the way up. I did the same thing. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it. And then I had my stocks, my long term. They did really good. What is it? AMD Caterpillar did really good. I had got some TSLL. Look, TSLL. I was like, listen, I ain't got time to deal with this. And look, I thought about Nate when I did this because TSLL was like a V at the bottom, along with most patterns that I've seen for stocks.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had like a lot of resistance. Like there was a lot of hype around Tesla. I guess Elon did something, I don't know. And I was like, if Tesla can break up through this resistance, I put the buy stop on for a couple of shares. And in the middle of the day, I heard that sucker go bloom, and then somebody called it out. I went and look. I said, "Oh, they got picked up." So that one, I did that one. And,
Coach mentioned something about it this morning that Elon made like a anti-Semitic remark or something like that, or something that was construed as anti-Semitic.
Something controversial. Something. Yeah. And what else I traded? Other than the ones that I already had, I think I did. Oh, I did Amara whenever Bitcoin broke out. I heard Lee shout out to Lee. Lee was like, Bitcoin made a new high. I was like, I've been waiting. And as soon as I heard it, I said, damn, I'm too late. So it was like I guess it went through the resistance and came back. And so I put a limit. I said, it ain't going to get picked up, but I'm not buying Mara that high, you know? Shoot,
Yeah.
it came back, picked me up. I like the trailing stop off, and it just went on up. It was just a couple of shares. That's why I was like, it's kind of hard to trade Mara contracts, man.
It really is.
You got to be a super
Mara
scalper to do
when
that
I
for
first
contracts.
started here, and I remember Pastor was like, let's all do Mara for the week, and we all just said the hell with it after a couple days because it's really difficult to trade that. You know what I mean?
It is.
I think JP was a master on Mara there for a while, but I haven't heard him say anything about Mara lately.
I believe.
Yeah. The Q's is his baby, isn't it? Still, and
mine
Carvana and Baba.
And mine's the Q's. So
yeah.
Oh, I did SQQQQ. I forgot about that one early in the morning.
You added one too many Q's on there, right?
Well, like SQQQ or whatever.
There you go.
Yeah, it was shares because in the morning the market seemed like it was going down. Like,
yeah,
Apple was kept going real down. I think Coach had a put on heavy.
Yep.
Cruise was crashing. Everything was crashing. Yeah.
I was gonna buy that stock it's not crypto, but what was it? CYPT or something. I don't know, whatever it was. It was taken off. It was a penny stock. And when I first started looking, because I seen the news on it before anybody called it out. So I looked at it, I'm like, it was like 20 cents or something at the time I looked at it. I don't know, maybe it was 18 cents or something at the time I looked at it. I'm like, and I was looking at the L2 and I'm like, I can get X amount of shares with this money that I have that I was going to use. I'm like, so I started doing the math. I'm like, nah, I ain't tying the money up for $50 or whatever. I'm like, and when that thing went up, I don't know what, last time I looked, it was like in the 40s. I don't know what it ended up doing today, but I was like, I could have made decent money on that.
Yeah.
And then everybody they kept calling it out. And so, I didn't go back. I mean, once I missed that initial good entry point, I didn't go back and chase it or anything. I think it was wasn't it CYP something? I don't know.
Bucket, what you do today?
It was a pre-market one, or was it was a regular market?
Yeah, well, it came out with the news like
it had to be a regular one because we both overslept.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at it. Speaking of it now, it's up 13% right now. It went up 180% during the regular market.
What's the number? I mean,
it's CYTO.
CYTO.
It was holy cow. Man, that thing really did go up. Yeah. I could have rode that one. Yeah, you never know.
JD, how you had?
I think it was a hot stock too, wasn't it? Was it on his hot stock list? I think it was.
Wow.
I think so.
Wow.
When I first looked at it, it was right at the end of pre-market. And I think at that time it must have been like 16 or 17 cents. I was thinking 18, but whatever. And that sucker went, look at that. That thing just skyrocketed.
Yes, it did.
It went up to 47 cents. And I was doing math at 20 or 18, whatever it was, thinking, there ain't enough potential for. Holy, I'm not even doing the math.
In the pre-market, this was 9 cents.
Just say, wow. I mean, it peaked at 47. Let's just say 45.
Yes.
25. That's 25 cents a share. That would have went up.
Wow.
I got to do the math. Let's see if I want to piss myself off for the weekend.
In the pre-market, if you guys come in there and listen to some of the stuff that Nate and them do, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. 20-cent moves can make you hundreds of dollars. So, if you got the account to be able to pull that kind of money out of penny stocks, it's well worth to come in and listen to how Nate and Mark and these guys trade.
It was 1,700 shares.
Can I find out if Bucket made a trade today, please?
Yeah. Bucket, you make a trade today?
Yeah.
What did you make a trade today?
Yeah, I was just on mute, so I didn't bother anybody while you were talking.
Oh. Did you make a trade today?
Yeah, I made 3 shares.
Okay, that's all we wanted to know. There you go, Don. I'm going to start talking again.
There you go.
Everybody's a smart ass,
Good
ain't
one,
they?
Mark.
He's a
I'm
smart
sorry.
ass.
Not just you, but we expect that from Cleveland Brown fans.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You know.
All right, I'm sorry, Bucket. I just haven't seen you
Nothing
for
to
a
be
while.
sorry
I've
about.
been
You're
holding
exactly right.
back.
With my shitty trades, we might as well move on to
so what
something
happened
fun.
with the shitty trade?
hear about it.
Why?
I don't know. I did them all wrong. I tried to get into Apple early, but by the time I was just looking at it while you guys were
Now, by early, do you mean before the EWO showed itself? Or?
Oh no, the EWO showed itself, but it was 410. The 410 is what I meant by early. Gosh darn it. I don't know, something's wrong with my screen. So I got in, but it was on the, so it went big red, a green, and then a red. And then we got the signal because it was a big red. So I got in. Great. It went down 2 more reds and shot up 3 straight greens, stopped me out at like a 30% loss. I'm like, okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Didn't even have time to move my stops up. Well, okay, there were 6 minutes there, but good God. I mean, you've got to let it breathe a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Crap.
That's that.
Yeah.
Bucket.
And what?
That Bucket. That was some chop today.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Yeah. Don't
like,
beat yourself up, Bucket. It was chopped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Everything
Yeah,
was.
2 days.
I just sit here and I look at Tesla, which is one I would never trade. And all I had to do is do 1 trade in Tesla a day. You could have doubled your account. Oh, yeah, but I only want to trade Apple. I mean,
JD, what you traded?
you know what I'm saying?
Bucket
It's like don't trade Tesla. I mean, it hit the EWO.
Sometimes it's like, why not?
27 minutes.
Holy
27
crap.
minutes. And that was
Why
it.
did somebody call me? Look at that.
Yeah, you know,
What is it?
you know something bad? I got in on that EWO, that green EWO, and I bought a freaking put, not a call, and it took me 49 seconds to realize it, and I lost my entire game for the day.
Been there.
Oh
done
my
that.
God. Oh wait,
Maybe
hold
I'll
up.
send you a copy of it.
You had some games today.
I did.
You had some games today because I tweeted about
Holy
you
crap.
and the person who won the.
Yeah, but
Like it was another person that won the VIP. And so, you know, when they was doing a number thing and everybody was rushing it, I was like, not following rules.
Oh,
and then so I heard you tell Coach you was up. What happened?
Yeah, I was up 100% on Amazon and Apple on both of those. And then shedded and everything. And then waited my turn because I was like, cool, that's 2 trades. I'm going to get into Tesla. Someone called it out in the call, and I said, let's go. You know, I try to tread on thin ice with Tesla, as we all know. And so I was like, okay, cool, tight stop, all good. And then I entered it, I refresh, I go back to his Zoom call, and I go back to look down my phone, all my money's gone, like all my gains. And I said, what's going on? Does that make sense? And I freaking bought a put. It took me 49 seconds, and I was already in the red today. And I was
We've all done it.
We've all done that, JD.
Hey, what time it was when you bought the put? Because if you would
10
on Tesla,
yeah, wiped it away.
I guarantee you, it was like 9:55 to about 10:05.
Yeah, I bought the 10:20 is when I bought the put, and I sold it at 10:20.49. So 48.
I can see that. But
the reason why, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so that first trade, I mean, if you look at Apple, the funny thing is you look at it and you go, it never got above VWAP. Well, you got to look at the damn wick because again, it's Friday. And what is Friday? Friday's option hunting day, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah.
And if you look at that stupid, I'd say a lot more, but we're on public TV. You look at that stupid wick, and it was 1 penny. 1 frigging penny away from my stop, and it stopped me. It's almost like some jerk off knows exactly where my stops are and just says, you know what, we're just going to take
it. It does seem like that.
It's like somebody watching you, huh?
Right? And that was a huge, that was 30% loss on 10, 20 contract. That's like a $400 loss right there.
Yeah.
Right.
That
So
happened to me today.
that one pissed me off. So I was furious for about 10 minutes. Okay. So this goes to the psychology of trading for everybody watching. 6 minutes into my 10-minute, I'm really upset, is the next Evo for Apple, which would have paid me 100% on calls in less than 10 minutes with those 5 knife drop, and I'm not in it. Right. And I wasn't going to chase it. I wasn't, I can't chase it because you don't know.
Don't chase it.
So I missed the only true Evo. Okay, somehow, and I was challenging. I actually challenged David today. I was like, "How did you stay into that with that big wick?" I think what David does on Fridays is he buys those 16 to 20 set contracts. He puts no stop in them. He's just willing to lose it all. I think he said that a couple times, right? So if he buys 20 contracts at 20 cents a contract, that's $400. He's willing to lose that, right? So he makes his decision. He lets it ride. And that's probably what I should have done, because that all would have paid out in the next 10 minutes, right? So that was stupid trade number one. And then the number two trade was Apple again on the second Evo that came up. I got into that on the second candle. But the problem was, the second candle, there was only another, how many cents? 20 cents until it started going up. So I rode that until it got to VWAP, like strike two. Okay, what can we do next? Hey, let's get in another one. Oh, that one went above VWAP. Okay. All right, because I didn't come on last night, but I was listening to the coach when he was giving JD a little course, and it's like, let the ride. And, I normally don't. I keep much tighter stops, and I'd rather be stopped out. But today I was like, nope, I'm going to do 20, 30%. Followed my Evo red greens, did all that. The first one, okay, that was the option suite. The second one, to be honest, you could say it's entry, but if you get it on the second candle, there just wasn't that much play left. It didn't go as deep as the first. If anything, you would anticipate it may double bottom, but it didn't even get halfway there. So that kind of stunk.
Yeah.
And then the last two trades of the day, I quit Apple. I said, screw you, Apple. I went over to SPY and did my last two trades were green, which was the SPY 2-minute Evo.
Oh yeah,
same.
And I did a Soxel, and SPY at the same time. But what I did, just to limit the exposure today, is I did SPY contracts, but I bought 1,000 shares of Soxel just to limit my loss. Right?
You hedged it. Okay.
Right. So what I did is for the Soxel Evo play, I bought 1,000 shares, and the one thing, and I was going to ask this at the end, and I will. The one nice thing about shares is a trailing stop. Okay.
Yeah.
That is that I have had.
Yes.
I have not had a losing trade on Soxel yet because of the trailing stop, as long as it goes, right? Because as soon as, I start out with like a 15-cent trailer on a what is it, $22 price, and then I'll cut that down when it's up, and I'll cut it down to like 7 or 8 cents, and then I just don't care anymore, right?
Yes.
I just don't care.
Yep.
Do what you're gonna do.
I love that.
So I bought the 1,000 shares, and it went up. And it did its thing, and it made good money. But the nice thing about it is, as soon as I saw that the trailing stop was the difference between the price I purchased and the price it's at, I cut the trailing stop in half, and I let it run for the next 20 minutes. I didn't even go back to the damn chart. Didn't go back to the damn chart. And I stayed on.
Bucket.
Yeah.
What? I don't want to cut you off, but you can set two different ones. Like you can cut it in half. So like
you could split the amount of shares, 500.
Yeah.
That's a good. Great idea. So
I've never done that.
Right. Well, you can shave. You could do a trailing.
Yeah, that's a good way to shave. I like your thinking. Have 500 maybe like at 4 cents, and the others at 10 cents. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yep.
I like it. So yeah, so those two trades went quite well. I mean, they didn't make up for the gains and the losses in the morning, but yeah, those went really well. I was happy with them, and but I'm liking. I know this sounds stupid, but I'm wondering if I need to just put an exorbitant amount of money into this account and do shares instead of.
Dude, I'm so on that page. You have no.
You know what I mean? Because of the trailing stop.
I'm
I'm
telling
so
you.
on that page.
Unless
You could do both though. Do on the days that you feel confident with the options, do the options.
Right, but the problem is these prices. You've got. I mean, I had to drop $100,000 into this thing, which okay, I can, but
and the reason why you do the options,
right, which is why we do the options, right? So I'm just because the funny thing is the trailing stop is just like a stop in the EWO, except you just have to pay attention to it, right? But it does, a dramatic move, an 11-cent move on a share doesn't have the same impact because of the whatever 3 to 5 to 10 to 1 leverage that an option does, right? So it's almost like, okay, I could ride this thing up. Now, you do limit your gains, right? I mean, let it be fundamental, right? I mean, the SPY one made, I don't know, $250 in an hour, and the Soxal only made 70, right? But I felt less stressed.
Yeah.
On the share because these companies outside of really horrific news are not going to drop $3 to $4 in 3 candles, right?
Right.
I mean, something's got to go on, right?
Well, even if it does, the stock drops, you still own the equity.
Correct.
It may not go back up today. You may have to wait a week, 2 weeks.
Right.
That's what I was going to say next.
So I've been playing around with shares and chatting with TJ on the Zoom call, on downtimes, because I know he likes to buy shares, but he does that, he buys here, sells there, buys here, sells there.
Yeah.
That gets me lost, right? What I want to do is be able to buy it, put in a setting stop, and I think I told you this last week, Don, because I've got to spend more time at work next week. I think when I'm at work, the only thing I'm going to do, unless I have, like during my lunchtime, which is great because our lunchtime here is when people come back from lunch in New York. Unless I can sit at that and move those stops up, it seems to me to find a good, even Tesla, right? Okay. And I don't have to get 100 shares, right? I don't have to spend, what would that be? It's $23,000 on Tesla, but, buy 50 of Tesla, put in a trailing stop, let it run, go do my job, not focus on it, let it do what it does. And then if it stops me out, it stopped me out, right? As soon as I, spend the 15, 20 minutes to see it run up. And after that, don't even worry about it. Just let it go, right?
Yeah.
And
a cover call strategy, a wheel strategy might not be a bad idea for you either, Bucket. Talk to Mark,
That's true.
Right. Exactly. So then I don't, to JD's questions, because I was listening to him comment today, when do I get out when it changes from green to red on the EWO bars, right? And, if you look at Soxal today, if you would have gotten out in that one little change from red to green, you would have lost an extra 30, 40%, right? Because it only went down 1 bar because remember, it is still green, which means there's still positive volume. It's just when it gets to red, it thinks, and you get the super trend down. And in Soxal, there was actually 1 2-minute EWO red at almost
Amazon. Yeah, Amazon did the same exact thing on Amazon. It was 1354 when they did that.
And then if you got out and you just said, "Ooh, I'm out," maybe that's the time to shed. Maybe, but leave 1 contract in if you're nervous about it. But throughout that period, on Soxal today, could have shed 1, 2. There's only 3 places to shed. And you would have been beautiful, but yeah, so today in the afternoon, that was one strategy I'm thinking about now.
Yeah,
is potentially doing a combination of shares and options because it allows me not to really work over it. Now with Apple today, the only thing I'm sorry, I'm taking up everybody's time, but I haven't been
No,
here. No,
dude, go talk, man.
So, the only thing is that strategy really only works when the stock's going up, right?
So no, so
You're not,
Bucket.
I'm not shorting anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm
get in the
not telling
short.
you
No,
not.
you're not paying
No, I'm
attention
not
to
telling
it.
you the short. Listen, it's the same thing. All right, so okay, if you had Soxa, most of the time prices just going in the range, or it's going down. It goes up. So if it run up, you put your trailing stop on one, and then you put a hard stop down here at the bottom, right? That's the absolute. If it goes under this, I'm getting out. And so you got half up there trailing
Right.
it up. Okay, so once that get hit and they come down, if it don't take out the hard stop and it starts to go back up, buy the half back and then runs up again, right?
Right.
And then whenever it run up again, that's the trade. You can keep doing that over and over.
No, what I'm
You get
saying,
what I'm
Ralph,
saying?
is 100% agree. I love it. In fact, I'm going to try it. What I'm saying is this strategy doesn't work when you're in put situation because the only thing you can do is short a stock. And I'm not shorting a stock and letting it go, right?
No.
You can't put
No.
trailing stops on shorts, can you?
I mean, yeah, but I don't do
That's
no
a good
short.
question.
I mean,
Steve-O, thank you for the cash app,
yeah,
brother.
you can. To answer the question, you can, but shorting stocks ain't really good. So
No, that's what I'm saying. So this strategy only works when I'm at work. But the nice thing about it is I can do this with any of our, let's call it our core stocks, and not worry about it. You know what I mean? Because if I get the EWO and I put the trailing stop in and I just watch it for the 10 minutes and I see it going up, is Ted dead?
I know. What's going on?
I don't know.
I like the background, but
Ted.
Did he fall asleep?
what's going
Hi there.
on, dude? Love
Hi
your
there,
background.
sunshine.
You all right, Ted?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Okay. But
Boy,
hey,
did you ever.
I've been in here pretty much all night. I'm baking sourdough bread.
You break this all the time.
And man, I'm getting good at it.
Really?
I'm feeling that background, Ted.
I like
You like that, huh?
Yeah. So you're into
A&A,
baking
baby.
the sourdough bread, huh?
Yeah.
You've mentioned it a couple times now. You gonna sell it?
Up 1,200 for the day.
Nice.
All right. That's what's up.
Way to go.
Yeah.
What'd you trade?
The late Apple EWO and Amazon pretty much all day.
Wow.
And a little run on Netflix. That was a little
Any
hairy.
Elf?
Huh?
Elf?
I'm still on Elf. I mean,
In the
you can't.
OE.
I did last night. I should have put the Gap logo on there because last night, after hours, I saw the Gap numbers and they looked really good, and I saw the candle, so I bought it like right in the middle of the candle, and I was up 40%.
Oh wow. Good deal.
Yeah. So
I did the same thing Ted last night with applied
APLD
materials.
Applied Materials.
Yeah, you remember the big dump? We talked about it yesterday.
They had
that big dump last night, and I read their report, and it was just like last week's TTD.
Yeah.
I'm like, they met expectations, they beat expectations, and they lost whatever it was, an enormous amount. Hold on, give me a second here. They went from 156 down to 143, so they lost $13. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it because I read their report.
Nice.
Bought 100 shares of it and let it ride all night. And then what happens right out of the gate? It jumps from 143 to 149. I mean, $6,
Nice.
right?
The psychology, right? People overreact, and it's a good opportunity. I'm in TDD. I bet you over the next couple of weeks, TTD will be a steady climber.
Where is it at now?
Probably
66, 40.
66, yeah. So I'm still up $10. I'm up $1,000 based on.
I was about to say you got in at like 55, didn't you?
Yeah, and
Somewhere
I have
in that
full
neighborhood?
confidence that it will be up in the 70s. You just don't know when.
That's one of those opportunities. It
Yeah.
dropped and you
Coiled
got
spring.
in. Yep.
Call it the coiled spring. And the other thing is, I like this because it's almost like playing the L2, but against some good name stocks, right?
Right.
So
With a higher dollar amount.
you're able to see them, you know, in a very chaotic aftermarket, but you know that they will stabilize and cooler heads will prevail.
Hey Ted,
Yeah.
they got this company that I was gonna tell you about. My cousin worked for him, and he was like, "I think they got a stock and everything, right?" Well, he don't work for me, contract. Take a look at LNG. It's like an energy company, a long-term type thing. You might like it. I don't know. I didn't look over this.
LNG.
Yeah, I just saw the chart and I said, "Wow, that thing just been going up over time." You know. And I thought about you, and I said, "I'm gonna tell Ted about it."
What stock? LNG?
LNG.
LNG.
LNG. Yeah, it's like an energy company. I don't know nothing they do.
Liquefied natural gas?
I mean, I don't know. That's what they do. I just saw the chart.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's been
liquefied
rising.
natural. I'm not a natural gas. I don't play that so well.
Yeah, so
I know some
know what
people
they
do
do.
the
I saw
energy
the
stocks really well. I'm not. You almost you need to have a domain expertise.
Yeah.
I talked a little bit about 5 below. I think that's a coiled spring.
Then
You know, these growth stocks, they're very volatile. But if you look at kind of, we had a lot of good news from the retail stocks, and if we had good news from, I guess we didn't have good news from Walmart, did we?
No, theirs were bad.
Yeah.
No.
But
Well,
other than
Walmart.
that, I think Target was okay, and you know, it wasn't so bad that it would make us wring our hands next week. So who knows?
No.
Well,
I did think about you today, though, Ted. I'd seen this stock pop up briefly. Skin, SKIN, it's a beauty product, the beauty health company. I'm like, Ted, look at Skin. It's going to the moon. And it did for a while.
I thought it was a porn site.
No, Skin. That's the actual
why does
stock
Ted have to
symbol.
go?
Is Skin.
Every time he's to go there.
SKIN.
I'm gonna take a look at Skin.
Because I'm a dude.
It's a health
It ain't
company.
Oh, up 26.97%.
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, it just climbed.
Is that on a hot stock pick of the day, or
no? It briefly popped up. They're a health and beauty company. They're makeup, I guess.
Like what made them go up today? That's what I'm saying. That's
I don't know. I just seen it. I don't know.
It's so funny. I did a search and it said, "Why is Health Skin stock down 49% today?" Which was 3 days ago.
Oh, so this is the overreaction. This probably the short squeeze. Then. Yes, I haven't looked at today.
Oh, they reduced their workforce by 10%.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah,
they missed
they cut costs. They cut costs. They cut costs. They like that when you lay people off.
Yeah, who knows?
Balance sheet.
But yeah, 5 below.
Automatic rally.
I'm. You know what's really interesting is I've been getting into the. You know, everybody does this, but you do the charts, but gives you confidence to when you're picking your stocks, you know, which ones are kind of coming off of their, you know, their double bottoms or their lows on a daily or weekly basis kind of thing, right? Go back. Mm-hmm. And that gives you more confidence because, you know, we know that that's how the big boys trade, right? They're trading in big, broad strokes. So they make some money and then they get out and they go into another sector and then they get back, you know, and so there's this constant inflow and outflow. So, you know, part of what makes me decide if I'm going to do a long play is, do I feel like it's on the upswing, you know, on the monthly basis, or is it on the downswing? And then I just kind of sit tight, right? You know, I'll play the day for what it gives me, but I won't go long.
What the heck happened to Microsoft at the end of the market and into the
sold on the news, right? They ended their conference this week. They had some good ticks up.
Look at that! Look at that dump.
They fired somebody had to do with AI dude or something.
Oh no way!
Yeah, it was right at 3:30. I saw it too, and it just tanked.
That's probably what Tank.
Oh no, that's OpenAI. So that's not so bad because that's basically saying that Microsoft's probably controlling the future of OpenAI. Right.
Wow,
Altman departed as CEO of OpenAI.
Yeah, there you go.
So he wasn't part of Microsoft.
Wow.
By the way, you gotta read that Elon Musk biography because it just basically describes, basically Elon Musk got interested in OpenAI because he didn't like the answer that Larry Page gave at a cocktail party about being concerned about artificial intelligence, and we need to kind of keep tabs on it. He thought that Larry Page was being too glib, and he said, well, if Google's going to get into this, we're going to have to do something. And that's really how the whole OpenAI thing started, which is just proof that this guy's a genius, that he's involved in the very thing that everybody's talking about right now, the AI stuff. I don't know if you saw today or this last week that Elon Musk came out with Grok.
Mm-hmm.
You heard of that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, what's interesting about it is, a lot of people were concerned, that Elon Musk was charging for Twitter, but they just made AI available to Twitter subscribers. Well, there are companies out there that are charging for Chat GPT type stuff. So if he starts to bring in applications into your X subscription, then a lot of people will justify it by saying, okay, I don't have to subscribe to Chat GPT. I won't have to subscribe to whatever your pay system of choices. I mean, he's really going to try to make this like a super app.
Is Grok a Chat GPT for Twitter?
It's an irreverent AI, I think, is what I read. It gives you goofy answers and stuff like that.
Well, what you can do is you can do a search. And you can say, give me an explanation of how such and such works, and use profanity.
Yeah.
Really?
It's AI with a sense of satire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sort of like
it's a jailbroke version.
Sort of like me.
I like it. That's attractive. Potty mouth AI.
You'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah, I will.
All those cuss words in the morning.
So but it's $22 a month for Twitter.
I don't think so. I ain't paying that. I'll close my account.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, just to have it?
Are you talking
He's
about?
Going to eventually. He's moving out. Yeah, he's moving that way. No,
ain't nobody gonna have
account.
Twitter. Oh my God, no.
Oh
hell and he's forcing you to verify your identity.
No.
You provide your license.
What? It's a social media.
Upload your license now.
Yeah, you got to realize he says stuff to generate press for himself too.
Yeah.
He is his.
Yeah, because he's gonna. Yeah, that.
Look,
there's certain politicians that are masters of saying off the wall stuff to generate
just
press
to kind of
themselves.
generate a response.
Yeah.
I want you to start charging for X, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, anything else. That way I can just tell my daughter, you ain't getting any of it because I'm not paying.
Well, it also is that he has to do it out of necessity, because if these major advertisers, are influenced by these activists that say, hey, you need to not advertise on Twitter, then he's got no choice. He's got to build a business model somehow.
The only way it's gonna work geniusly is if he be like, you sign up by this date, you can be grandfathered in, but if not, you're gonna have to pay to everybody that rush in.
Kind of like a
you gotta have
lifetime
more people.
VIP for
No,
Yeah.
Twitter.
no,
So are people that already have it for free grandfathered in, or hell no?
No, you're grandfathered in, but you won't have you could.
You're limited.
Well, here's the thing. You're not authorized, right? Because you haven't been verified, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the bad thing about it is the algorithm puts the verified responses up higher
Right.
than the non-verified responses. So these content creators that want to get in and make a name for themselves really have to pay to play. But the good news is, if you are creating content on Twitter, he wants to build a model that you will get, as you get followers and subscribers, that you'll get paid for that. A shared ad revenue.
Kind of like
That affects
YouTube,
me.
basically.
Yeah.
Look, you've all seen the television show or the original movie Westworld, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't.
Original movie, yeah. That with the old
The original
Brenner in
was
it.
awesome
Oh,
with
yeah.
Yul Brenner.
Even
Yeah.
HBO
Yeah.
is fantastic.
That was cutting edge back in the
I'm
day.
telling you, he didn't buy Twitter as a revenue source. I think he bought it for the metadata.
Yeah.
Oh,
You are the
absolutely.
product. We
That's
are
that's
the
in his
product.
biography. There's more. If you think about what AI needs data.
Correct.
It,
And he
it
bought a
feeds off
ton of
data.
it.
And so,
Yep.
so the only way that AI can learn is if it gets massive amounts of data. That's why he loves FSD for Tesla. Is there's just massive amounts of video data that he can put against his AI machine, and that's what makes the cars much more intelligent when they drive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, social. Yeah. I don't. He's a longer play guy. He didn't buy that to. I know a lot of people want to do short term goals. He bought that for a specific reason, and it has nothing to do with just trying to open up communication. I mean, the amount of data that Twitter has absorbed in what's it been around 10, 15 years?
About that, yeah.
Oh, and I'm not a Twitter person. I have an account to track my daughter. But I mean, the amount of data that's on that. What are you laughing at, Ralph?
Daddy is on
Yeah,
it.
like your dad. Yeah, like your
By the way,
daughter
if you
might
think
not
about
see this.
if you think about the knowledge graph, right? The knowledge graph has been around for a long time. That's really what has fed into these search engines. And so what made Google so successful in the early days is it not only looked at the data, but Bucket, as you said, it looked at the metadata, and it could learn which websites were more valid by how many other referring websites were referring. So it's that kind of knowledge graph that gets. And when I say graph, that's just think of that as a very complex, big database. And so what's really cool is if you think about, maybe people might be offended, and for good reason. I'm not saying it's not a valid concern, right? That they have to pay to go on Twitter. But from Elon Musk's perspective, if he can get valid people that are referring to each other, responding to each other's comments, he starts to develop an idea of a social network of who are the influencers, the real influencers, not kind of the fake ones, that are on Instagram and that kind of stuff, but the real people that are important enough that could be fed into an AI machine.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read you something, Ted, and this may be a shock to everybody here. You guys all know about bytes, right? Terabyte, megabyte, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to give you an idea. All right. So if we say, everybody's used to the term gig, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of gigabyte and all that kind of stuff, right? So understand a terabyte of data is about 1,500 DVDs of video. Okay? So think about that, right? So just to let you know, he generates 12 terabytes of data a day.
Wow.
That is 4.3. I didn't even know what the hell this is. Petabytes per year.
Petabytes, yeah.
So
It's basically videos of illegal. No, forget it.
yeah. It basically takes. I think what I was reading is it takes all the information that has been created from today since the digital age started, and he doubles it every 6 months, and that's what he's storing on Twitter.
Exactly.
Do you know how much money?
Yeah, he gonna know how much.
And also,
he found
and
out
also
that all
on the
cool
car side of
people
things.
TikTok.
I'm sorry, Ralph.
I said he gonna find out whenever all the cool people go to TikTok. He gonna find out that the people that's paying, they talking to each other, but they talking about leaving and going over to these sites where the cool people are. All right. Okay, people ain't about to be paying for Twitter.
Sure.
Not whenever they got like 18.
Would you rather have the
free
Chinese
places.
have that knowledge graph?
Man, listen, I don't care if they Chinese, African, European, what other countries, South American, that don't matter. Okay, it don't matter. It don't matter who own it. People gonna generate to what all the cool people are at. That's what's gonna happen. Or the good stuff works.
So what's really cool, Bucket? What's really cool about that video thing on the Tesla side of things? That's why the Tesla approach to driving is so unique. All these other companies are using kind of a radar system, right? And he's been most insistent that the AI is the way to go based on the video feeds. And so over time, when you see people breaking for some reason or another, they break for, let's say, a ball bouncing into the road. We all know as adults, when we're driving and a ball bounces in the road, that chances are there's a kid that's following that. Well, all the steps that the driver takes is married to that data and fed up to the Tesla algorithm. And you wouldn't be able to pick that up necessarily with a radar. The radar might miss the ball. But our brains are much more attuned. And his big belief is that if a human can do it, AI should be able to do it with a good video system.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. That's pretty astounding.
Yeah,
so.
There's some really great things coming down the road for these guys, but it's a long-term play. I think this next quarter is going to be a tough one for them.
Yeah. So listen, as a customer service announcement, Bruno just mentioned in the chat, if you have not left Coach a review on the WAP website, that's AmericanDreamTrading.com. Leave him a 5-star review. Let's try. Our goal is to try and get to 100 5-star reviews. Bruno has posted the direct account. Go in there, put that in there when you can, and we'd appreciate it. And since I'm on that little rant, smash the like button.
Smash
34
it.
likes. Smash. I'm gonna get
Smash
my own.
it.
I'm gonna get my own sound and play it on my.
And also, we are trying to get Coach to 10,000 subscribers. The tally now is 8955. We are working our way steadily towards that goal. Please smash the subscribe button as well and share the content, guys, so we can get them up to 10K by Thanksgiving. We can do this.
We have to. Yeah, this is something I have not been paying attention to. Right. I have to set up an account with WAP.
No, it's automatically set up for you.
Yeah, once you go in.
If you're already a member,
yeah, it's real easy.
You just have to go in there and log in.
Okay, yeah,
it already exists. They converted all that.
Ted, you haven't left a review, Ted.
I haven't left a review.
Oh my God.
I haven't either, quite honest. I haven't.
You neither?
I keep thinking about it. No,
oh my God.
I keep thinking it. I know.
I'm gonna die. Yes.
I'll get it done. I'll get her done.
Get over there and get that man a review.
I will.
What we're going to discover is that Ralph left it yesterday, and he's like,
Making you look like the
Why
star.
I never. I am
5
so.
minutes
That's
ago.
where you're wrong at. See, that's where you're wrong. I had 2 WAP accounts. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Ralph,
Ben did it.
new
Ben
rule.
did it.
We're taking over Don's show. You're going to be the sergeant at arms, and I'm going to be your bushwhacker. Okay? If you don't leave a review and you don't have a camera, get off the panel.
And in the meantime, anybody that has not gone over to the website either to leave a review or sign up for the VIP, check this message out. All right, the link is right there down in the description of the video as well as pinned to the top of the chat. What is up?
Nate.
Somebody's
Hey,
got
what's
their window
happening?
down or something.
How do I leave a review?
It should have a big thing there that says leave a review.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Nate, what are you doing?
And who else? Nick and Ariel.
Hey, what's up, my people?
What's going on, Ariel?
What's up?
Let the window up.
I love you guys. I almost missed you guys today, man. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm driving. Listen, I'll put the light so you can see me. I'm actually driving.
Oh, okay, there we are.
Really.
We see.
I'm not trying to hide. I wanted to talk to you guys really quick before you end the show. Hey,
What's
DJ,
going on with you?
I hope you put that information that we talked about the computer somewhere. I gotta go look for it. Because they just sent me a nice email that the computer is not gonna be $700, it's gonna be $1,500. I'm not paying no $1,500 for repairs, man. I'm gonna go get me something nice for $1,500.
Right.
$1,500 for a what?
My computer, my MacBook Pro.
Oh, okay.
The wife spilled water on it.
Do you know what you can buy for $1,500? That's not a Mac, dude. You can get a smoking laptop.
That's what I'm hoping that DJ put on there, because I'm gonna go smoking on a Microsoft computer.
Why would he want it to be smoking? That's dangerous.
But you can get a Mac for that.
Oh, look at Don with the jokes. Oh.
I'll be here all week.
You got a drum set. Why can't you do that in live?
Because I would have to do this. Yeah, it'd just be a pain in the ass.
As a matter of fact, you can get 2 Mac Minis for 15.
Yeah.
Mac Minis are like $4,000, dude, aren't they?
You think it could run on a Mac Mini?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I have one, and Coach set me up with one, and it's fabulous.
What,
okay.
A Mac
Yeah.
Mini? What is a
Yeah.
Mac Mini?
Oh my God, really? Look it up.
Google it.
Look it up.
It's a little cube desktop computer.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
think they're $4,000.
And I mean, remember how
It's like
maybe
this.
for
I
the
have
whole
the studio,
setup.
but it's
Yeah.
yeah, remember
a
how it
lot
was
smaller.
buffering and everything when
Yeah.
I was doing the aftermarket before?
Yeah.
You notice you don't see any of that happening now, right?
Yeah, by the way, you can get a Mac Mini at Apple right now. The base version, $600.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I was like, you can get 2 of them, but you can get
Wow.
2 Mac Minis.
You got everything you need.
15.
I got the
Yeah.
Mac Studio,
I was like,
which
I'm
is
not-
a
You guys are
supercharged.
no, I actually.
What?
You guys are the best with the recommendations and stuff. But the problem is that I actually do need a Microsoft computer for one of my. So as you guys know, I do real estate, but I also do finance as well. And the program that runs on the finance side does not like. I have to have parallels installed and do all this jacking up to the MacBook Pro to be able to run a Microsoft program. So, it's a pain. But definitely thank you for the recommendation. Because man, I would love to have the new MacBook Pro, but that thing is like $8,000. I'm not paying $8,000 for a computer right now.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
No, dude, there's so many good laptops out there. I mean, you get an i5, you can get a i5 or even an i7 that's going to do your trading for you. And those things are smoking fast. So, because we have like 7 laptops in the house, 3 Macs, 4 PCs. And then I have the iMac that I use, and then whatever. You can get a very good computer for $1,000, dude.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, no, I
15.
I want to get something where I can eventually. I have 2 monitors that I run on the side, right? They're 32-inch monitors on the side, right? But I eventually want to do like you guys do, like 4 monitors and the computer and all that stuff. But I need to also be mobile because of my business, so I got to be able to take the laptop. And I ran away from years from getting anything that has to do with Microsoft. But I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet this time around. Because man, I don't want to spend $8,000 on a computer.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I mean, it's good to have one of each, and if you've already got one, get a. I'm not a fan of Microsoft device, Microsoft, whatever it is. Yeah, Microsoft Windows, because it seems like I have to do an update every 3rd day.
Thank you.
But, they are fast, right? I mean, it's the vast, in the oil industry, 95% of all companies run Windows, right? And they run PC devices. They don't run Macs, right? So I've just been used to them by now. I still love Macs. Don't get me wrong. I think they're the bomb. They're definitely spouse proof. My wife doesn't seem to break that as much as she did her Windows device.
I have 5 kids, and I became like the IT director for my house with the PCs, and I was like, well, I'm done with this. You guys are getting Macs.
Yeah. Well, exactly. It's all my daughters, you send them to college and stuff like that. And, in the middle of college, you always get them a new laptop because they have one at the start. And all of them went to MacBooks. They're like, oh, I want MacBook Pro, I think. Not the Air, the Pro, because it has the little slidey bar at the top, whatever the hell that thing does.
Right.
No idea. So I had to get those for them. And they've never had a problem. But yet, in high school, they got a new laptop about every year because I'd go buy the $699 ones, $699 at Best Buy at Christmas or whatever, and they'd break them. And I couldn't fix them. And they would click every stupid little thing that pops up. Hey, they didn't know how to secure their computers. And, about every year and a half, it's like, okay, just take it out, turn it upside down, cut out the hard drive, throw the damn thing away, and get a new laptop. I mean, it's insane.
On another note, I know you guys probably heard the story of my neighbor yesterday. So, I left 20 contracts because my neighbor knocked at the damn door, and I had the contracts there, and I don't leave stuff overnight. And I was lucky enough, XBEV showed up open, and I made $700 this morning on the open.
Yeah, I heard you in Zoom, buddy. Congratulations.
I was like, I'm closing this thing. I close it, and XBEV tanks right behind it. I'm like, woo!
Wow, that's amazing, Ariel.
So, I'm still a little bit down because.
How did you do it? You did it with the 2-minute EWA, right?
No, he bought. He bought. Getting out. Yeah, he bought 20 contracts yesterday, and couldn't get out, so he kept them till today and got out with 700 in profit.
Got out as soon as the market opened. I was like, man, this thing feels like I was looking at the 2-minute EWO, and it looked like it was gonna go up, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna go up, but you know what? It's the market open. Like Coach says, this thing can go up or down. So the minute it went up and the contracts went from like 53 cents to like 76 cents, I go, whoops, let me have it. I closed all 20. I'm like, I'm out. Peace.
Hey, Ariel, that first candle on the 1 minute took it to its high of day at 7:04. So you got out at the absolute best time of the day.
Oh, as soon as I got out, the next candle went red. Woo,
Yes.
all the way down. Like,
You
holy
just dodged the
crap,
bullet,
just
buddy.
in time.
It
Yes.
dumped. Yep.
That was a good feeling. And Don, just so you know,
Yeah.
I struggled also yesterday so badly with Spy. It brutalized me. It was so bad.
Yeah, Spy was brutal yesterday.
And
Yes, it was.
I did all the trades, no matter what trade I got in. Yesterday was not my day. No matter what I got into, everything went wrong with the exception of 2 or 3 stocks that I made like 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. I was like, this is ridiculous. I even walked away at one point from the computer. I was like, I got to take a breather, like everybody says.
Yeah, that's all you got to do is walk away, get your bearings, and then come back at it, and you're good to go. Just like Coach said, just set your stop so that you're breaking even or you're making money. It's
That's
real
it.
simple, you know.
Yeah, no,
Don't-
and
don't be
by
holding-
the way, let me tell you this. I was in the live with you guys on the aftermarket. Anyways, yesterday when JD was being explained, why he had done and that.
Yeah.
Are you aware that I was trying to get the screen a little bigger on the phone, and when I pinched out the phone on the Apple, it kind of caused some glitches and it threw me out, and I couldn't get back in. I was like, "What in the world is going on?" So for whenever you guys expand the window, don't try to pinch out if you have an Apple, because for whatever reason on YouTube, it just knocks you out of the live.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me too, Ariel.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just me. Okay, I go, wow, I had such a bad day that it's throwing me out of the live too. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Wow, that's interesting.
Speaking of devices, Ariel, Mark, you have a question. Are all the screens that you're showing and bragging about on your thing there?
I don't brag. It doesn't make me a better
that's what
trader.
Cleveland Brown fans do.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You run all your screens through Mac Studio. Joey Crypto wants to know.
Yes, I do.
All right,
You can
Joey,
run
there's your
six-
answer.
Scott, go look at the Apple website and look at the Mac Studio. It has a 360-degree view. You can rotate it around. Look at all the hookups you can put on it. All those are all plugged in to the back. I think I still have 2 more that I can plug in.
There you go.
Wow.
And that's without buying any dongles or anything to hook even more up if you want. All computers say they support X amount of monitors, but in reality,
are they mounted
there's
to the
ways.
wall,
There's
Mark?
ways. No, I got a mount. There's a mount here. Bruno turned me onto this mount. That's
Hey,
all.
Ted,
They're
you
20
read
they're
Bruno's
27
comment,
inch
right?
They're 27-inch monitors, so I got 54 inches across between the 2 across, the 2 below. Bruno had turned me on to it. There's a post you could look back and.
Does it work with those widescreen monitors?
That takes monster mounts. Yeah, there's specialized ones. Coach has that listed under his.
I really like the way
thing.
Coach has his arranged.
I'd love to have one of them monitors. I really would someday, maybe, but this does its purpose.
Hey,
I have to spend a ton of money.
Question: Is
I
Arlo
was leaving a
Unhappy
review
Housewife
on
the same thing?
Is what?
Yeah.
Arlo and Unhappy Housewife the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, so Girl Trader, Arlo had to leave for the evening. So Unhappy Housewife, because I got Vaughn wrong, and bless your heart, sweetheart, I'm sorry I got that one wrong. Is Arlo and Unhappy Housewife a male or a female?
Female.
Well, why would I don't want to be gender normative, but
Unhappily a housewife?
as a male?
Well, okay, but I saw a picture of that, and there was a male and a female, and maybe the male was at home and unhappily the housewife because he's at home while his wife is working. See? Super gender normal, whatever.
No, she's a
Yeah.
family member.
I'm sorry?
She's part of the family.
Okay.
She's in the life.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't know. I screwed up with Vaughn, and I didn't want to screw up with Arlo. So,
But you're right. The name is a little bit confusing because she's not unhappy to be a housewife. She's unhappy to be just a housewife.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Arlo.
Well, hey, Mark, since
Which
you,
he
Yes, sir.
isn't, but
since I show up this morning and you told me, hey, coach says you got to change the name, do you appreciate my name now?
Yeah, I like it. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Harder to say, but yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, but Girl Trader,
Yeah, I like it.
she's out for the evening. She was in here
Oh.
earlier. And
JD,
she had
you
to
need
go
to
do
change your
something
name.
with family. Sorry, just
Guys
answering
need-
that.
thank you for that, Bucket.
You guys need to get rid of your real full names on any
Oh my God, not
any of this
again.
stuff security. So
You did this crap. It's 5 a.m. this morning.
well, you know, just trying to make
He
us
is
look
on
good.
it.
The VIP.
He on it.
Just trying to make us look
He
good. The
is on it.
VIP.
Mark, I
Yeah.
will give you that. You are meticulous. You are on it, dude. You
If
are
Mark
awesome.
wants you to do something, just do it.
Hey,
all right? Just do
type
it.
a number between 200 and.
Oh, we're not doing that ever
400.
again.
And I will have a
Ever.
for you. Go ahead. Enter a number.
That
between
was
200 and
madness
400
today.
now.
No,
I never saw grown people that couldn't follow simple instructions.
God.
in my
Can't follow
life.
rules.
I shut Discord down when all of a sudden Coach said start the process and people were already commenting. I didn't even want to look at that trail. And I wanted to suggest instead just do the letters of the alphabet because there's only 26. And whoever gets the first letter, whoever says it first, let that person pick L. Okay. Well, there's only going to be 26 different letters people can pick. I mean, if I was a joking person, I stayed away from the Discord, but I would have put something like 8675309 or old school songs in there. But you could tell Coach was being pleasantly unhappy.
Look how many people
really-
put two different
yeah.
numbers.
He was
Yeah.
joking, but you could tell he was starting to get pissed off.
And he thought, what was so funny is he thought he had success. And then TJ goes, yeah, no, that guy said it
Yeah, he
twice.
put it in 3
Yeah,
times.
TJ put a
Like,
he
what
wrapped it was like actually it was 3 times, I think. He's like, yeah, he did it this time. He did this number, that number, and that number. And then David and them came in and confirmed it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. He thought he had
I thought we were almost done. But next, just suggestion, if I'm not there, just tell Coach, do the alphabet. There's only 26.
That's a good idea, Bucket.
And who gets it first, gets it first. That's it.
And shout out to TJ. Good God, man. You are a computer.
I still
thought you were
don't see the number I was looking for. Keep
What's
going.
the number you're looking for?
I was like, wow. TJ
Hey,
caught
TJ.
that quick.
Hey TJ, I love how you talked to Coach today. He said, hey Coach, he did it twice. Love the voice, man.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, I found
He's
it did it
sorry,
twice.
hate to put you out
Oh.
there, dude, but yeah, he did it 3 times, Coach.
Yeah.
How the hell did he know that quickly?
Yeah, like how did
He
TJ
must
see
have
that quick?
scanned. I mean, how did he scan and know that quick? And he had all 3 numbers.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up.
I'm like, that was
with
crazy. That was
I
impressive.
never even looked. I'm going to go look now. That
Plus-
was in the
plus-
normal chat, right?
Plus, he's a really good driver.
Yeah. I'm an excellent driver.
Excellent driver. Excellent
4.
driver.
254. 254.
TJ, I'm
Yeah,
kidding,
sorry. There's 260. Hey, there's 6 left in the box.
man. That was a great movie.
Nah, it was awesome.
Classic.
Hey, I got to get off, guys. Got fiance on the way with dinner, so y'all have a great weekend. Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
Hey.
JD,
You
JD,
too,
your
JD.
fiance that gave you a ring?
Yes.
She's a really nice lady.
Have a great
Okay.
weekend and make sure you
Yeah.
learn how to say this. Yes, honey.
JD is spoiled.
Right. JD, how did you do today?
Good until I bought the wrong direction on
Oh,
accident.
yeah. Okay. You were the one that was.
Yeah.
I joined. I was in the waiting room.
Yeah, I get the clown mask today, so it's all good.
All right, man. Have a good
Hey, we've
weekend.
all done that, without a
Okay.
doubt.
That's right. That's
I
right.
left a review for Coach on WAP. What about the rest of you guys?
All right.
And JD, what I really like about that is you got out right away. You didn't say, "Okay, let's see what it does."
Right.
Because that's like rolling the dice.
I'm out. 48 seconds. I was like, that's too many. Let's go.
48 seconds is an eternity, right?
That's exactly
Good
right.
call.
It really
Good call.
is.
I'm about to spit out my
Especially in a
coffee.
scout.
Hey, have a
Y'all
good
have a
weekend,
good one.
I've
JD.
done
See
that
you
in the
guys
past.
Monday.
Have a good
All
weekend,
right.
JD.
See you Monday.
Later.
Later. Okay.
Hey, I done that in the past. That feels so bad. It's terrible.
Oh
I
yeah.
have too. I'll never forget that day Mitch made all that money, that $8,000 on Meta, and I had jumped in to a what I thought was a call, and it turned out to be a put. So yeah, and luckily I was like JD. I realized it almost immediately when I saw my money dropping. So I'm like, oh, went back. I had put a put in. I'm like, damn it, got right out of it, and it took me like a minute, like him, right around a minute to figure it out. So it wasn't long. But still, that's frustrating.
And one last thing I will say, I'm sorry, I haven't been here a week, so you got to deal with me.
Oh,
Happy
man, we missed
birthday,
you,
Bruno. Happy birthday, Bruno. And I think there was someone else's birthday today. So happy birthday to everybody.
Generally awesome.
Hey, in regards to in regards to that, I went to the thing. It looks like a cash app or something like that, but it says scan here. I mean, listen, I'm sorry for the stupid question, but no stupid question is the stupid question one you don't ask. How do I scan this thing out of my own phone to be able to send, let's say Bruno or something for his birthday?
Open up your camera app and go point it at it. And when you point it at it, it'll put a hyperlink at the bottom within that picture, and you just tap it, and it'll take you there.
But you need another device, though.
Yeah. All other. Wait, is it on your phone or is it somewhere else?
No, that's what I was saying. When I open it off the application, it shows not on the application, but when I open it on oh my God, what's the application that we have? Oh Jesus.
Discord.
Right. So when you open it on Discord, it shows scan here, but I'm using my phone. So how am I going to scan out of my own phone the scan here?
Oh, no.
Hey, Gilly, the market's open 4 days next week. Just closed on Thanksgiving.
Ariel,
half a day Friday. Half a day Friday.
Half a day of Friday, and it's Black Friday, so lighter trading, anything goes.
I use a computer on my Discord, and then I take a picture with my phone. Otherwise, you
there
need
you
the
go.
link.
Sorry, I didn't think about that. Okay, perfect. I'll do it. I'll do it that way.
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, I know I'm pretty decent when it comes to this stuff, but damn, I'm not gonna be able to do that out of my phone.
Look at Bubbles calling Ariel out by his name.
Bruno. Hey, let's give them the birthday. Let's give Bruno and whoever else's birthday it is the birthday song, guys, in coach fashion.
There you go. Hey. Go.
Hola. Yeah. It's your birthday. We're here to party and sing to you. He's from me. Hope you are bueno. The fun will rain the whole day through. From the Gulf to the mountains, the city lights and fountains, we hope your birthday's excellent. You are another year older.
Here it comes.
So perhaps you should
be generally awesome.
Cause today
you gotta admit that sounds
just like that.
You deserve a grand fiesta and later on siesta and the best of everything.
So this was actually you could sign up and they would do a custom card for you.
Oh, really?
Is that right? No.
Really?
You would type in your name.
What, they had a cameo?
And they would
Are
actually
you trying to say that's you?
No, but I don't know if anybody's seen the Weird Al one. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, he will do personalized ones.
Well, it's all automated, so it's all stitched together. It's amazing. You put in your name. Look up American Greetings Weird Al birthday. It looks like it was just custom produced and down to the year. I mean, you say what year?
Oh wow.
Oh, we should do that for here. Let me do that for.
Is it copyright free?
Yeah, it's actually good advertising for them because it's a service that I pay
Hey
for.
Ted, you saw the Yahoo announcement at 4:00 today about Estee Lauder. Since you're an Elf fan,
What's going on?
Estee Lauder Dynasty has lost $15 billion this year in wealth, according to the Wall Street Finance. To take Yahoo is to take a deeper dive into the cosmetic company's leadership troubles.
Oh, then that makes Elf like acquisition meat.
No, I know you're into it. It was posted in the Real Time Finance News on Discord.
I'm not saying that Estee Lauder will pick them up, but somebody will, because why not grow your category, right?
Exactly. Another question from the group chat. Do you all use Webull to trade? Don, I'll let you answer. You know, you're the host, so I'll let you answer.
You'll let me answer? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're in charge sometimes.
When we let you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's stay here. Let's take care of Mark. You're out of here. Let's take care of
I don't want the smoke, friend. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
I do have to leave, though.
I use Robinhood myself. It's not the best platform. I would not recommend it. But if you're doing swing trading and long-term strategies, it's good. But day trading, it sucks. I only do it because it's a lot simpler for my vision to use it. But I chart on Apple. I look at Webull for the charts.
Okay. So Joey, what she's saying is a lot of us do use Webull because a lot of us started with Coach and he uses Webull, and there's a lot of instruction videos on his site. But a lot of people use different platforms.
I didn't say that.
Swim, Robinhood. There's
I did
also
not say that.
Huh? What?
Don't put words in my mouth, Bucket. I didn't say that.
No, I did.
Yeah, you're saying it. Why are you saying I said it?
I didn't say you said it.
You said what she's actually saying is, didn't you preface it
Yeah,
with
but that was the first part, and then it's all Bucket after. So what she was saying is that a vast majority of us use Webull, and then I just started my own narrative. Okay,
Bucket,
you were like Lord of the Rings Part 1, Return of the King, or whatever that one was, and I'm like the second part. I'm like the second part, The Hobbit, that nobody watched. Okay.
Kind of look like a hobbit.
That's right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Ariel, will you mute while you're in the car? It looks like some people are hearing that static.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
roll your window up.
So to answer Joey, there's a variety of platforms. There are people here that all have the experience with it. Some are Think and Swim, some are Fidelity. A lot of us do use Webull, and that's probably the most familiar platform on the site. But you do what you do, whatever makes you feel comfortable, because a call is a call on any website, a put's a put on any website, buying and selling stocks. You can do that on them. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. So, and Bruno, I would pull up a brewski, but I'm still getting over my cold. So, can't have that. Now, I may be doing some nighttime NyQuil while we're on here. Wookie woo!
Some nighttime NyQuil.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
What's this?
What is that?
What is this?
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Allie here. Listen, I know you're super busy. You got a lot going on. I really hate to bother you, but well, there's something I've been meaning to tell you, and I'm afraid it just can't wait any longer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sweetie. Happy birthday.
birthday to you. Hey, it's your birthday. Gotta be your birthday. You know what I was told? You're really, really old. It's your birthday. Oh, yeah. It's birthday. Hey!
That's cool.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. That's totally awesome.
You know what, Don? I'm glad you
Generally
recorded because you won't believe what I'm about to tell you.
What?
Ted was actually singing along, lip syncing the song while he was singing it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It was pretty funny because they didn't have Bruno. I could have made it for Bruno. And I didn't know his age. But when he says he's really, really old, he actually will say the number.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
You know what?
We have to remember that.
We should remember that for Coach because it's a Coach.
Hey, and since Mark and Ted are still in here, I have to ask because I've been gone for the week. Has anybody, Don, did you watch Soylent Green yet?
You know what? Damn it, I keep forgetting about Soylent Green.
Okay.
No, I have not.
All right.
You gotta watch it. Gotta watch it.
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Who?
Who?
Yeah,
Not
Ted, we are not talking about it. Matter what you do.
It's a vegetarian joke.
Yeah, I had that. Hey, Dawn, you're going to be proud of me.
Huh? Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Oh, cool.
What's up,
That's
Brooke?
my sister-in-law.
Hey, just to let you know, vegan last 2 days.
What?
Vegan last 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't keep meat down for the last 2 days, so all I had was salad.
Wow.
Oh, it wasn't on purpose. Let's not get
sick.
I'm excited. You should stay that way.
Yeah, not happening.
Okay.
Cannot wait.
Keep getting sick.
Tomorrow I'm hitting Loopy Tortillas, hopefully, which is
Loopy
a very popular fajita restaurant here in the Houston area. So I'm gonna knock some 3-pepper cheesesteaks, nice flank, 3 different types of peppers, habanero. Oh my gosh! Anyway,
nice.
Yeah.
Your digestive system is going to love you. Keep it
Okay,
up.
2 days of salad. Do you know the problem with salad though, Don?
It makes
You get full on it. About an hour later, you're hungry again.
They keep eating salad and fruit. That's the cool thing about being a vegan. You can eat as much as you want. You don't get fat.
Okay. Yeah.
It's expensive now.
That's like people that say all you should do is drink water. Guess what?
Vegan. I think they eat potato chips and
Junk food vegan, yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there are it's a thing.
Yes, there is.
But I've been vegan for 2 days. So there you go.
Hey, you guys have a great weekend. I got to bow out.
Yep, it's about
all right, Mark.
It's
All right, Mark. I missed it. How did you do today, Mark?
Like $150 or something. Small trade, 5 contracts, queues, and then it got choppy.
Yeah,
and I'm
green.
done. I got out, and I had stuff to get done today that on a timeline, so I didn't.
I was a
hang around.
non-participant for the first 2 hours. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know.
Right.
Green day. It's a green day.
It was kind of just
And
a
the thing
trade
is, I
to
don't have the
trade for
guts to go
trade's
in on those
sake.
red. I don't have the guts to go on those puts.
Speaking
Okay.
of Green Day, if anybody wants to donate to my Cash App, it is in the description of the video. Any donations are much appreciated for hanging out and making sure you guys get educated and entertained by Bucket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we do it?
Yeah, this won't happen that often. I am so sorry for taking up the show, but I haven't been here a week, so.
You have not taken up the
We
show,
love it.
Bucket.
You
This
take up
is
the
a
show.
show for all of us.
Only Ed do that.
So
She
you
didn't
got
want you
2
talking,
assignments.
she'd mute
this
you.
week. You got 2 assignments this weekend, Dawn. One, I think you
Soylent
said
Green.
is Soylent Green. The other is, I believe this morning, Coach said Spaceballs.
Spaceballs,
Yep.
yeah.
Baseball.
And I still have not seen Spaceballs, so
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
I've
you'll-
never seen Spaceballs.
Oh my God.
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Several times.
Okay, that's good.
You'll
That's a good
appreciate
starting
it.
point. And another one that I think is just outstanding was the Family Guy parody of Star Wars.
Really?
If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's hilarious.
It's a movie?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
And I love Family
cartoons.
Guy.
And it's basically
That's
all the
crazy.
characters from Family Guys.
I love Family Guy. I got to check that out. Wow.
Paul at the beach is recommending Weird Al. Does he have a? Oh, that's right. He's got a bye. Anakin. What is it?
Anakin Skywalker.
Are you a Star Wars groupie, Dawn?
I'm a Trekkie more so than Star
Oh, you're
Wars.
Trekkie. Okay. So obviously Shatner. Shatner was the original, kind of like Sean Connery, 007.
Yep.
But where does Chris Pine stand for you? He's the one that's done the most recent ones.
You know, is that the one that did the first Star Trek movie that was like the younger Kirk?
Yes.
I love him. Him. It was really good.
Because he did 2 or 3 of them, right? Because they redid Wrath of Khan.
And he looks like him. They did? I missed out on that. I got to check that out, dude.
Yeah, so it's not called Wrath of Khan, but what they did is because, in the new series, they had that whole time warp thing and the old Spock came into the new.
Yeah. I am not our father.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that.
So the next one after, there were 3 of them. The next one after that is a new Khan. And guess who the new Khan is?
Who?
That Doctor Strange guy. Beverton Cumberplumps or whatever.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. He's great. He's also
Khan.
Sherlock Holmes.
You've got to watch that movie.
Oh, man.
Khan!
There you go. I don't know what that's bigger, but
look, the original one. But I mean, to this day, I can still watch
that. Was Shatner. Shatner was totally into it. Hey, the one from Weird Al, I think Paul is talking about this, is The Saga Begins, which is American Pie. And it's this here Anakin guy, maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, soon I'm going to be a Jedi. Soon I'm going to. All right.
Wow.
And they
Thomas Wayne would be very proud of that.
And I think he does another one, doesn't he? Oh, Yoda. Yeah. Remember Yoda?
You guys just are in the know about all of this stuff.
We're old.
No, remember Yoda?
Huh?
We're old. We have to. I mean, Hey, just for you, because you guys, not you, Dawn, and probably not Ralph, but Ted and all these gaming guys that talk about the different games and video games and stuff. I saw a commercial last night where they came out with an exact copy of the original Atari.
Oh, wow.
It's called
I
an
remember
80,
I would be cool with
an
that.
8700 that can still play the original games, but now it has the HDMI connector.
Oh,
And
wow.
and still remember how you used to have to blow in the cartridge to make sure it fit before.
Yep.
And you still have the joystick and the paddle. I may have
With the little red button.
Yep.
I tell you what.
Wow.
Yeah, they got 2 buttons on it.
My kids never let me throw away the GameCube.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They love those old games.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep. Exactly. So
it's a little bit nostalgic.
I love
little nostalgia.
Asteroids. Asteroids was my game.
Really? You were good at Asteroids?
I loved Asteroids.
I don't
That
get
was the
Asteroids.
first game I fell in love with.
Defender. Galaga.
Oh, Defender.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what's
Defender
really
was
great?
awesome.
We're talking about this is we're making TJ just like so sorry he never joined us.
I know, right?
This is his jam. He's like, wait! Oh my God!
I'm building one of those in my garage right now.
Yeah, the Sega came out with what? Dreamcast. They had a lot of games during our time now.
Man, I just got an urge to
Nintendo
play
64.
Asteroids.
I know.
I was pretty good at Pac-Man, and I would get to the point where I was just not even thinking about it. You just knew the patterns, right?
Yeah.
I never
I
got
wish
good
I was
enough
that
to know the
good.
patterns back then, man.
Done. You wish you was that good at spy, huh? Whenever you play that, it's like your ghost is blue, huh?
What?
I said, whenever you trade spy, I feel like your ghost is blue, huh?
Right? I get eaten up.
For real. Price be coming down. I'd be like, damn.
You know what's funny, Don, is the spy actually behaved today.
Yeah, it did.
At the
Well,
end
I
of the
wasn't in
day.
it. That's why.
Yeah, but they did that on purpose, Ted, because we were programmed that it wasn't, and it did it, and it screwed us up still. So it gets us on the screwed up days and the non-screwed up days.
Yep.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah.
They're living rent-free in our brain.
Dawn, you've lost a lot of weight in your face.
What? No,
Yeah,
I've
it
gained
seems
weight.
like you've really thinned your face. Didn't you say last week you were?
We don't know about the other parts, but
cheating
we'll
on
just
your.
say you lost.
Said you were changing your diet last week. You can already see it,
dude. No, I don't know what you're saying, but no.
Because you stopped the Beyond Whoppers and all that. That's what you were talking about last week.
No, I haven't.
She had one yesterday.
Puffy as hell, dude. I don't know what you're looking. Wait till I do lose weight. You're gonna think I'm anorexic or something then, because
No, you really.
I've put
really
on
does.
like 10 pounds.
Ralph's over here
Probably
going.
maybe 20.
She's eating Beyond Burgers. She's not Ewoing.
I was about to say she
falling off
might
the
have
cliff.
lost weight. That could be true. But
I think you have.
friend,
It looks like you have. So
don't
I'm sorry.
commit to anything.
Well, thank you for
I'm
the
telling
compliment.
you, do not commit to anything. If you got to depend on Dawn, I say you don't commit to
That's
anything.
not always true. I've had a rough couple of weeks, but
Okay.
I'll be back on it. I will be back on it. And we can do the 20 Ewo trade next week, and I will stick to it.
No. Me and
That's just
Bubba.
Well, I do it by myself.
Boycotted
I do it
you.
by myself.
Boy,
Oh, the
I need to
beginning,
get
her
back on it.
favorite movie was Vacation by National Lampoon. I agree. That's a really good one.
What? Which one?
Paula is saying her favorite movie was Vacation.
Oh, I
National
love it.
Lampoon's.
Oh.
Hey, Dawn, that's a great idea for Christmas. One of your shows, you can have an episode of and you can query the Discord, the top 10, everybody's top 10 favorite Christmas shows.
Christmas movies.
Yes,
Yes.
Christmas movies. Exactly.
Oh,
You
Sounds
can-
good.
No, you know, my favorite part of Vacation was when he was trying to explain to Rusty, you know, how he ended up in a swimming pool with
Christy Brinkley.
This long explanation. He goes, "You believe me, Rusty, don't you?" He goes, "Sure, Dad." You think Mom's gonna buy it?
Anthony Michael Hall was the kid actor of
Yeah,
that generation. He was so awesome.
One of the funniest lines of the movie because it's like the kid sees through his dad's bullshit.
He's into it. Yeah, he's into it. He's like, "You think Mama buy it?" And then she comes down there and he's in there, and she's yeah, it was just embarrassing. I felt bad for him. Oh,
Paula, what
Clark.
was your favorite scene from Vacation? Since you never joined us in the lounge here, or what was
Paula.
this called?
Who did you ask?
The panel.
Yes, Paula.
Paula. She said her favorite movie was National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah,
And I'm
what's your
asking her what
favorite
was-
scene, Paula? Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Oh my God, Home Alone was at the time just
Oh, it was a bomb.
that was just like shockingly funny, right?
Yep.
Joe Pesci is, oh my God, so funny.
I mean, Joe Pesci in that movie and Joe Pesci in My Cousin Vinny.
Daniel Lewis. Oh my, those two guys. What are they called? The Wet Bandits?
Yeah, the Wet Bandits because they filled the houses with water.
Yeah. He ended up on the back of my chair.
Did she walk out of the room with their mic around her head?
Yes, I did.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I can hear you. I know it's open.
Okay,
I had
cool.
to put the cat out because he was jumping on the back of my chair.
No problem.
Has anybody seen any good movies recently?
Not really.
No, I'm just getting over the Halloween because I watch every scary movie I can find during Halloween month.
Oh, do you?
Oh, every
What's your favorite?
I mean, every Halloween, every Friday the 13th, every Saw, every Insidious, every
We
you
know we
name it.
saw your background.
Huh?
We saw your background on
Yeah.
Halloween.
And the problem is I watch them every year. I overload on them, and I don't want to see them. But then next year comes around, it's like, man, I haven't seen that for a year. So all the Child's Play movies. I mean, all.
Oh my God, Chucky. I'm like that with Christmas movies, though. Jen's
Yeah.
sister Brooke is like that with horror. So
Okay, but
yeah,
Christmas
you have a
movies,
buddy with that one.
classical ones or popular ones, like what we're talking about. I mean, do you Miracle on the original Miracle on 34th Street?
I love the original, but I don't watch that. Sound of Music is my every year movie. I gotta watch Sound of Music every year. It's Christmas.
That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that is. If I had to name my most favorite Christmas movie, it would be Sound of Music, and that's not even a
funny.
Christmas movie.
We used to always
But they
watch
always
it
play-
on Easter.
Yeah, they
Oh,
always
it was like
they always play it around Christmas, and I love that movie.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
here's the Christmas movies. My kids grew up because I found them on DVD, and that's what I grew up with. Was the Tektronix movies, or not? I don't want to call it claymation, but they were.
Frosty the Snowman.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Sun. Right? Those.
Oh yeah, the stop motion.
Rankin Brothers.
Yeah, there's a
Rankin
pack of them, all 5 movies in one DVD, and my kids grew up to those because I did.
I did too.
I love those movies, and I tried to get them to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I said, look, it's one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. And the problem is, I don't remember half the movie from when I was a kid, and I hadn't seen it since. I didn't realize the first quarter of that movie was boring as hell.
No, Bucket. Here's the deal: we had better attention spans when we were kids. We could watch full length movies. The story, if you look at how
That's
movies
true.
are edited today,
That's true.
they're like punchy, scene. And we watched long form movies where it was just you'd have a scene that would just go on forever. And the same thing with like Back to the Future. Kids hate Back to the Future, and I realized it wasn't the special effects or anything. It was the pacing.
Yeah.
It was the what?
They're used to rapid fire movement.
No storytelling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we don't watch It's a Wonderful Life anymore. We just keep to the claymation one, and then the Frosties. Frosties.
Well, now Elf is the new It's a Wonderful Life, right?
Elf is in our house all year. I mean, that's just.
And Polar Express is a great one for the little kids.
Yeah, Polar Express.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter, all the Harry Potters. I think they do. They have a Christmas scene in there. So
the Red Rider. You're talking about Christmas Story. That's a good one.
Which one?
And then you got Friday After Next.
Christmas Story, right?
Christmas Story.
Nice.
No, Friday After Next. You got Friday,
that's the
next
Christmas
Friday,
one.
Friday After Next.
And then Friday After Next.
Yeah.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember Friday? Ice Cube, Chris Tucker.
Bucky, you gonna get bye, Bucky.
You didn't see any of that?
Die Hard. Thank you, Mustang Chris.
Damn! Wait a minute. I might have to
be
change
talking
Sound of
about
Music.
Christmas movies without the classic.
Dude.
It's not Christmas until I've seen Die Hard.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my
That's a
God!
classic.
The scene where he hooks up with Al at the end, and he just looks and he just knows it's him. It's like, yes, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Diesel Dan, good choice on Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Although
pulling
it's
up
a little
the
bit
football.
too politically incorrect nowadays, right? You can't talk about Jesus.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's a claymation.
I like
one.
when everybody used to dance with the Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Exactly.
God! Wait a minute. The songs on the radio.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
No.
Bonquisha.
What?
Bonquisha.
Yeah, you know.
That is my
you know what I'm
name
talking
for
about.
every ghetto chick. Anytime there's a
Oh,
ghetto chick
what's-
that
oh,
shows up
Otis.
in
I
the movie,
mean,
I
what's
call her
his name?
Bonquisha.
Okay. Well, I
You know,
know
in the
about
movie-
Bonquisha with the fingernails. The comedian that does the Bonquisha with the fingernail joke about painting fingernails. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bonquisha came from Eddie Murphy, right? Raw.
Oh
Oh
I
no,
grew up with
I know
Eddie.
they got the Christmas song.
I grew up with Eddie. I know his
Bo Quisha came
entire.
out of Raw.
Okay.
Same here. Goonie Goo Goo, Gus.
What the is Goonie Goo Goo?
What does that mean? Goonie Goo Goo. Or
I got McDonald's.
Your
I got
kid's chasing the dog, Gus. Your kid's
McDonald's.
chasing the dog. Your wife has a bone through her nose. What the? Oh.
Bo Quisha.
You dropped your ice cream. You dropped your ice cream.
You ain't gonna get none because you on welfare and your
then
daddy's an
your mom is on
alcoholic.
the ground, drop it, and then they pick it up. I got ice cream. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink.
That's right. You ain't know. You don't have to make Fireboy. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Oh man, that Eddie Murphy. I used to listen to that on album. He had a 33.
That was it. I saw him live when he came to our and you know, comedians don't do college tours anymore, but back then that's all they did.
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh, Lethal Weapons during the holidays. That's an interesting one. There's
which one?
Lethal Weapon. I think there is
a yeah.
Christmas.
Hey, Don, just to let you know, Joey Crypto showed up real quick. Is this your first time on, Joey?
It's my first time, man.
Welcome.
Joey, how you doing, bud?
Are you here to talk about crypto or Christmas movie?
What's that?
A wonderful, respectful person.
Crypto.
Nah, I don't want to talk about crypto.
You can talk about anything.
No, I'm just
hanging out.
My first time doing it, I saw my house is real loud, so I came out to my RVs for some quiet.
Oh,
nice.
And you thought
So
you'd
how
come
you
hang out
rated
with
it?
us?
Yeah, because like I said, my house is really loud. So I didn't want to be in there with the kids and everybody there.
Yeah.
Did you trade today?
I traded a little bit.
What'd you do?
Talk
Spy
to us about
or...
it.
Yeah, I tried to do a little bit of spy.
Everybody does.
What is the
Are you a new
attraction for
trader?
spy?
I've been trading for a little while, but off and on. Like I never really got into it.
Yeah.
Like I'm really heavy into crypto. I have a lot of crypto, but I don't trade crypto. I just pile it up because I have it coming pretty soon, so I want that to flop.
You sitting on Ethereum and Bitcoin, or are you off in the altcoins?
I got Bitcoin. I got some Bitcoin. I got some Ethereum. And I'm in a little bit on the altcoins too because they just dump so bad. So I just bought a bunch of them.
Yeah.
You trade Mara and Riot and Coin and all the others.
I got some Algorand. I got some HBAR. Chainlink. I'm getting really heavy in because that's gonna be like a $400 coin in 2025.
Oh, that's coins. I was sitting there like, I don't know those stocks. No, I'm saying do you trade the miners like the stocks that, that I guess run with crypto?
Yeah, it's hard
What
to
are
hear
they?
you because everybody's talking over you.
Oh no, I was asking, do you trade like the crypto miners, like Mara, Riot? That's the only two that I know. I said I was asking, do you trade like Mara and Riot?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just more into altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay.
He wants to get the main.
Marana is,
It should be
1% today.
Yeah, right. Bitcoin did pretty good today. All the crypto did.
Yeah, they all did pretty good today.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just loading in there.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm sliding profits over.
I think
into
next
Bitcoin.
year the halvening starts. If you know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually when it's a 4-year cycle.
Uh-huh.
So the last time the bull run was 4 years ago. This is going to be a bigger one.
Yep. It always do, right?
I'm just loading it up.
If it does go to BlackRock, it will also be more mainstream, right? There's going to be a lot more, people trading in it.
But I trade too. Like I always did trading, but just off and on. Never really got into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now
I've got the poor man's crypto. I've got an account at Fidelity, which really isn't a wallet. It's just basically kind of a stock.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
All you crypto guys.
I mean, I used to do a little.
Coin's really good though. You actually have a wallet. You can actually pay for your crypto as well. I mean, based on how valuable.
But if you want to do good in crypto, right now is the time to start buying it because next year Bitcoin's going to be $100,000 next year.
You don't want to spend your crypto.
No, you want to load up on it right now.
Exactly, load and hoard.
Yep.
Hodl.
That's interesting. I'm excited. I think in anybody's portfolio, it should represent. They used to say that you should have a certain percentage, like 10% of your portfolio in gold, for instance. And I think I kind of take that same approach with crypto.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, what do they say? They say Bitcoin is the new gold.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Ordered a Tesla?
I don't know about that. Bitcoin
did he order a Tesla?
Because I'm telling you, whenever the market was falling, gold did numbers. You hear me? I was like, what is going on? But I don't trade gold. That's too volatile. Yeah.
There she is. Right,
All right.
What's going on?
How she took over the screen? What's up, friend? How you feeling? Christina, how you feeling, friend? You feeling better? I like your hair.
I'm feeling all right. Yeah, I'm just I was trying to get an Uber, and you pull it up, and it's nothing available. Where I live, nothing available. I wanted to go.
What's up with that bucket?
What?
Yeah, you're all dressed up. Where are you going, Christina?
I need to go get a rental car.
You still haven't gotten it yet?
Nope, stuck at home. I don't have a ride. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I've been, just dealing with all that. So.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. What have you guys been doing?
Waiting on
you. They don't even let me talk.
Me?
They just keep cutting me out.
Talking about Christmas music and movies.
I just heard the Christmas stuff. I heard about Eddie Murphy, and I was going to come in and say, Eddie, why you got your dick in the sink?
Eddie!
Yeah, raw.
Yep. What have you done for me lately, Eddie?
and who hasn't seen Friday? I heard that too. Nobody.
Bucket.
Bye, Felicia.
I have not.
Oh man, you didn't see that?
Okay, when did that movie come out? Because it may just not. I may just have missed it. I may have lived overseas.
Bucket, you just lost some.
You gotta watch that. It's hysterical.
Lost some cool points, Bucket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, with all due respect, it came out in 1995. I was living in Pakistan, so
I'm talking about the Christmas one though.
That's a good.
The Christmas one didn't come out in '95.
You're excused.
Okay, there's a Christmas Friday. It's called Christmas Friday.
Nope, it's called what is it?
Friday After Next.
Friday After Next. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second one. The first one.
Okay, that was in
Friday.
2002, and I was living in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So nope.
Okay. All right. Well,
basically from about 1995 to 2006, I didn't see many U.S. movies.
Well, you can watch it now. Not right this minute, but you'd like it. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny,
So, TJ got a good question for the Joey Crypto. You think it's going to ever get regulated?
Yep.
It probably will. I think that too.
Oh,
how?
Yeah,
that's the only way it's going to be good.
It won't be regulated well.
The
government can't figure out how to do anything.
That's what they want, though. That's
I'm just regurgitating what I heard from Coach. He said that, so I agree because
They gotta get in on
Before I
that.
became
Too,
the ADT, I thought crypto
You know
was
they
a scam.
do. You know they
Yeah,
do. They're not
that's
gonna let
that's
that
their
go. It's
baby.
just like cannabis and all of that. Yeah,
Everything.
they're gonna get in on it.
They gotta get in on it. They gotta be in the middle of it and want to be able to control it. So if you get some XRP, get it and hang on to it and don't sell it. Don't, because that's what they're gonna. XRP was supposed to be the one that they're gonna use. It's supposed to be the fastest moving one. I don't know, but it started going up again, and the lawsuit settled. So if you have that, supposedly they're gonna want it, and they're gonna end up buying out for big bucks. But some people,
What is
some people,
XRP?
more people sell out. But
That
What's
seems a
XRP?
little.
well, that's
Yeah.
it's that and XLM. It's supposed to be like the
I
gold and
only,
silver.
I only hold companies that came out in the 1900s. If your company wasn't around in the 1900s, I can't hold it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Go buy some gold and silver.
1900.
Yeah, if your company wasn't started in
So
the
you're basically
1900s,
like Coca-Cola.
yeah, they got to be in the
and
1900s. All right.
Arm and Hammer baking soda.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, hey, that Arm and Hammer, you just don't
Remember
know.
the Coca-Cola bear, the Christmas bear?
I do.
And
Yep.
ice skates, doesn't he ice skate?
The white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Christina, everybody in chat wants you to know that you look lovely and your hair looks really nice.
Oh, thank
Yep.
you. I can't
glowing,
see.
friend.
Thank you.
Okay, so on Christmas, one more thing, because it's about a week from now, is putting up Christmas lights. How many of y'all putting Christmas lights up?
I am.
I got them in this room.
I got some up in my room too.
Okay. So, because that's a big deal. It's a big deal for us older people.
They put them
Christmas
up in our
decorations.
town already. Like in the town that I live in, I saw the light company like putting them up
I love
on the
that.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we
in the
have
downtown areas, all the pretty
Yeah.
lights when you're driving down the
Yep,
road.
the
I love
bridge
was
that.
coming
doing that the
into
other
Ocean
day.
City has the Christmas trees and the snowballs and all that hanging off the
Yeah, I
lights
love
and
Hey,
everything.
I do the white
yo,
lights
for real,
inside.
hey,
I love all the white lights.
we
So
have a
cozy.
Christmas parade that's
I
starting.
have a
I
Christmas
think
tree with all white lights.
Yeah, me
the
too.
the Christmas parade we have in this little town. I think it's gonna ring the king. It's gonna outdo Mardi Gras. I think
The
what's
Christmas
good
tree's
about
white too.
the Christmas
Is
parade that
it?
we have
Mine's not.
is
Yeah, Ralph?
it's a night parade.
A night parade?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
we got a Christmas parade. It's a night parade. It go hard.
I haven't been to a parade in years.
I will
Well,
take
I
a
mean,
picture of our Christmas because it takes us about 3 to 5 days to get all our Christmas stuff up.
Oh, you got one of those setups. Yeah, take some
No.
pictures.
Don't
What?
expect those little flashy things with the music going ding 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 ding. No. Lights around the yard, on the bushes in the house. I'll do a little video or send you pictures.
Yeah, that's what
Throw it
I'm
on
saying. Take
Aftermarket.
some pictures. It's like, I don't know what that was for. It's like,
Griswold
yeah,
with the
just
lights
send
on
it.
No,
the house.
Dawn, I just
on the
didn't want you to
ladder
think
going
I was like one of those houses where they started in
Griswold.
September and put up 67,000 lights
Yeah.
that
Oh
are
my God,
synchronized to
listen.
some music.
We
No.
have that here. Ocean Pines. Oh my
Yeah.
God. There's these two neighbors next door, and I don't know if they compete or they just get together.
They're in
But that,
competition.
oh my God, these two houses, you go through there, and I mean the big candy cane that's like as big as an oak tree and shit. I mean, everything is lit up.
Hey, speaking of
Oh
oaks,
my God.
we have Christmas in the Oaks. Hey, do y'all have like plays that come through for Christmas? Because like last year, the Grinch came to New Orleans and he was kind of a big deal. I'm telling
Oh,
you,
with that
singing
one,
through
what do you call it?
Yeah,
With
the
Ebenezer
play.
Scrooge. What's that one?
No,
Ebenezer.
well, no,
whatever.
the Grinch. It was a play. The Grinch.
What's the
He
name
came
of
to
that
New
one?
Orleans.
The big one
It was
here
kind of
is downtown. They do the
The one with
Nutcracker,
Ebenezer.
Ralph.
Mhm.
The Nutcracker comes here.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We don't
What's
get
that
the
one?
Grinch. We got the Nutcracker, Ralph.
Christmas
Well, I mean,
Carol's a
I
classic.
Christmas
don't know
Carol,
why the
that's the one,
Grinch
right?
came, but it was
Because
like a
those
big
past
deal.
lives,
Remember
the book,
Mikhail
it goes to Christmas
Baryshnikov
past.
doing
What is that
the
one?
Nutcracker?
Nutcracker.
Yeah. God bless us, everyone. Please, sir, may I have some more? That one,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not married anymore, so the Nutcracker doesn't come around every year.
Oh, I don't go. Hey,
Oh.
Ted.
Boom.
Yeah.
He'll be
Okay.
here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness
Family
Joey's
show,
out
Ted.
in his trailer, not in the house. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Cool.
Right on.
Did you guys see
I
the
used to
Christmas
try to assist them.
the one it's still the Griswolds, but they're barely in it. Chevy Chase and what's her face? They're the grandparents. It's the newest one. And the guy from The Office and from The Hangover, well, the one that his tooth came out, and
I
he's
know
on
what
The
you're
Office
talking
too.
about.
He's the
Yeah,
dad
I saw
on it.
that.
Oh my
I didn't see
god,
the movie. I saw
so
the
funny.
preview.
You're talking about the commercial.
No, the Christmas.
No, they
what
made
do
a
you call it?
new
The Christmas
vacation with his son grown up.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Christmas
see
And
that.
it's,
vacation.
Yeah, I saw the.
and
I didn't
it's
see
the
the
Dad, this
guy
movie.
time is
that's
that guy.
coach of the soccer team in
So
England.
funny.
The Ted Lasso guy.
Yeah.
I don't know
Him.
his name.
Okay. Is that new this year?
No,
No.
it's that was like 10 years ago. I think maybe not that long, but
Oh.
it's new, the newest one that I know of. I mean, I don't know, could be newer ones,
Oh.
but it was fun.
When it comes to Christmas lights, I used to get these brass hooks, and I would put the hooks up all around my gutters and stuff, and then put the Christmas lights up on the hooks. And what I really loved about it is when it came time to take the lights down, I would just take a big pole and I'd just like boop, 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 and they'd pop right off the hooks.
Smart.
I have a
Christine.
big tree outside, and I saw in this neighborhood one time one of those big trees with the lights on them. That the bulbs were like that big, like big ones, and that's what I want for that tree out front. They
Like old school lights.
Yeah.
I feel like a really good idea. I'm going to give it to whoever wants to run with this. If you had earth magnets and metal, you could just make a fortune with a system where you just use the earth magnets as a way to put up your Christmas lights. Right, with a pole, you put up the earth magnet and it sticks to the metal, and you just put them up.
You're trying to think of the easiest way possible, the laziest way possible.
Decorate.
That's how my brain works.
So you could sit in a lounge chair and just do.
Listen, I'm of the firm belief that you should just put LED lights up in every room. I have LED lights lining the ceiling of every room in this condo. I mean, you can't see them outside. So if you
I feel like I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, you know
LED lights or Christmas lights. The little Christmas.
You know, get them
The
flickering and people
decorations
can
is
still
for
see them
the-
from the outside.
There you go.
It looks like your house is just like if you look up at the
It
windows,
look
your
like
house.
every day.
Yeah, it's freaking out.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
So what you're saying, Dawn, is every day is Christmas in the Dawn household.
Every day.
Exactly.
What she's
That's
saying
what I
is
was
she
saying.
wants
It looks
every
like
Every day is Christmas in the Dawn Cave. You know, you see them. I usually have them flickering, but I don't want to set off anybody's,
Life hack of the night.
neurological issues. So
Just
Oh, yeah,
keep
wait.
Christmas
Seasons?
decorations
Please
up
have
year
some
round.
broccoli for Santa Claus because Santa Claus is eating way too many cookies.
that's
Broccoli and a
Christina's doing
cake.
coffee and cookies in the morning.
Cookies. You just don't tell. And now I'm hungry. Shit, I'm all out of my cookies too.
Oh,
Damn it! I can't even
what
get to
about
the
when
store.
Christina left this
Killing
morning?
me.
They was like talking about it. What y'all say about me? Just pop up.
What?
Oh yeah, Nate.
Yeah. Dawn was like, yeah, she probably about to go over there. She might just show up at you or something. What if she was a CIA
Show up
agent
at your
or
door.
something?
I said,
Yeah.
Christina, she might be a Black Ops assassin and just kind of playing it, being cool, but she's like really a Black Ops assassin. Get ready to show up at Nate's door,
And Christina just popped in the room like,
take his
huh?
ass out.
What y'all say about me?
Yeah, he's waiting. He
What'd you
wants to
say
go on
about
a road
me?
trip with me. I think.
They said I put her ass out on the side of the road. She's too hyper.
I said we kill each other. Yeah. He reminds me of my brother. He's just like that. He'd be like, and you talk to him, and I keep talking to him because he's not saying nothing back. And finally, I'm like, hey, and he'll be like, and like, just leave me alone, And Nate's just like that. He doesn't want to. He just can't take it. And if he tells me that, I'm going to do it even more. I just can't take it. I'm gonna do it
You're
more.
dead to me.
I can't help it.
You're dead to me.
You guys are crazy.
I was gonna
About to
come
have
in
an
this
interview.
morning and say, "Hey Nate, I got a stock for you."
Not the Jerry's kids again.
Not that one. I was just gonna pick it up. Oh, I was gonna tell him about the one that we all ran on today, but I was gonna come in right at 2 a.m. and waiting for him to get in, and then I was late, and then by the time I got in, he was already there, and you guys were already trading it. And I was like, "Damn it!" Because I wanted him to say, "No, I'm not gonna trade anything that you trade," and then it was gonna pump, and he'd be like, "Oh."
Wow.
I heard Christina say, "Yeah, I've been up for like 28 hours now, so I'll probably be sleeping another about 8
That
hours."
was the other day. I slept this time. I've been sleeping. Stressed out. I got too much going on.
Yeah, tell me about it, right?
I'll
Well,
be the
Dawn, I
same
know
way,
you want to
though.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday
I'm
night.
gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you guys for coming, and anybody that threw a tip in the tip jar, thank you. I appreciate it.
Who's that behind you?
She said thank you.
She's a real
Is
nice
that
lady.
vegan knowledge?
It is.
Is
Not
that,
vegan
is that
knowledge.
Sheila?
Yeah.
Sheila.
Hi,
Sheila,
vegan
you're a
knowledge.
nice lady.
Hey, vegan. Vegan knowledge.
Oh, don't.
Sheila, lady.
Her name's not
Don't.
Sheila.
Her name is Jennifer. Huh?
I know that.
Oh, right,
I
right,
know.
right.
It's
And
So don't.
Ralph knows that, but he prefers to call her Sheila.
Everybody
Ralph
calls her
knows.
Sheila.
yeah.
I want the.
Oh, you know, one of my favorite lines from Christmas Vacation is when the icicle goes into their house. How did the water get all over here? I don't know, Brad. Remember that?
Wait a minute. What?
I don't
You
remember
know the
that.
gutter, the big slice of ice comes from the gutter, goes into their neighbor's house, fries out their electrical system, their stereo. You don't remember that?
What movie
I
was that?
remember the ice going in.
I guess not, Ted. They don't even know what movie you're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about.
like, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. That was one of her first movie roles
She was in Christmas
from
Vacation.
Seinfeld.
She was
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
they were the neighbors.
That's Elaine.
The
Oh,
Metro
that's right.
neighbors.
That's right. She was the neighbor. Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Yeah, I remember that. Remember the old lady?
How did the
old
carpet get all wet, Margo? I don't know, Brad.
I don't know, Brad.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't
Now
know
I
that.
remember that. Yeah, they were the snotty neighbors next door.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one went over my head. Sorry.
But you gotta watch that newest Christmas
My
Vacation.
Christmas
You'll like
ornaments
it.
is
It's
the
funny.
RV.
The older
RV
kid, the
with,
younger kid is a wicked bully to his older brother or whatever, and it's just so funny. It's funny.
Which one was that?
The newest that Christmas Vacation I was telling you about with the dad is the guy from The Hangover.
He's from The Hangover.
Yeah.
The movie The Hangover, not Ted Lasso. It's the dentist from The Hangover.
Yeah. He remember when he woke up on the floor and his tooth wasn't there? I laughed so freaking hard. That was the funniest thing for me. His tooth was. He was like, oh. That one.
Yep.
He's the dad. He was on The Office. If you ever watched that, did you never watch that show, The Office?
Yeah,
on.
the guy with the 40-year-old virgin guy.
Yeah, that is the best show. Oh my
I forget who that guy was.
Well, that's
but I
Steve
remember.
Carell.
Yeah.
Steve
Steve
Carell.
Carell.
No.
Yeah, you know the other guy,
the-
the one, the nerdy one that he's got all the knowledge. He's the farmer and all that. What's his name? Is it Dwayne? No, I can't remember
Wayne's
his
the
name.
opposite.
But they knew they would have their classes, and they did a CPR one, and they were trying to do it, and they weren't following instructions, and then the next thing you know, he turns around, and he's got something over his face, and he's going,
Oh,
"Hello,
Ed
Grace."
Helms. You're thinking of Ed Helms.
Yeah,
Is
Ed
that his
Helms.
name? I don't know his name.
Yeah, he was. I think Ed Helms wasn't SNL. He was the Daily Show, wasn't he?
Dwight was his name on the show.
Yeah.
Dwight.
Who did I just let in?
I'll put that on my list.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation, just the newest one that you see. I think it's the newest. I don't know.
Did anybody see Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell?
No.
I thought that was cute, especially at the end where Goldie Hawn appears at the very end. You know, he's playing Santa Claus at the very end. It reveals that she's Mrs. Claus.
Well, thanks for telling us the
Yeah.
ending now. Now we can't watch it.
Well, it's not a big
I was
surprise.
gonna say that it must be years old with those two together in a movie, right? Like back when
No, they've done sequels.
they're still doing what was that movie that they did, Overboard or something?
I loved
Have you
Overboard.
noticed-
Goldie Hawn.
It's so funny that Hallmark would do these Christmas movies, maybe like 2 or 3 new ones and some old ones. Now it's an industry. There are probably like 100 Christmas movies
And they
out.
run them in the summertime too. They do Christmas in July and all
Amazon
that.
has
My
some.
mom watches it
Netflix
all.
has some. Hallmark has some.
Yeah, that Hallmark
And
channel.
they're all the same.
Yep.
Same
You gotta
plot.
get out of here, Dawn. Gotta go.
I do.
Yeah, because I
do.
don't
I
want to
gotta
get in
Time to
trouble.
go.
I do
Gotta
not want to get in trouble.
Nah, you're not
I'm not
getting in
trying to get
trouble.
us busted, okay?
We're just trying to
If
figure
you
out what
gotta
we're gonna
go,
do.
you gotta go, friend. All right, you gotta go on time. I don't want to be busted.
You're the boss. Put on the final video. That's the signal that we can leave.
Send it over to me. Make me the moderator. Remember, I said I want to be a moderator.
DJ wants us to mail all the junk laptops. He'll sort them out and repurpose them.
What?
TJ.
He needs.
You're
He
exhausting
needs.
me with the
I
computer
have old
talk.
laptops. I get them down at the garbage all the time.
We know.
Yeah.
They're nice ones too.
What Coach said?
Does he need
The
old
Macy's-
laptops?
the
'Cause he can have
Macy's-
those.
He does.
Yeah.
The Macy's dump. Something Coach said.
Stop, Ralph.
Funny
Why
as
are you
hell.
laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you, Christine.
Oh, okay.
Laughing at what Coach said. The
What
Macy's
did Coach
dump.
say?
Oh god.
The guards at the at the place are like, okay, we've got Christina coming up again.
She's back
keep
tonight.
an eye out.
They see her
That's
sneaking
more
in there in the dark at night.
Put the laptops over there. Put the laptops over there so you don't get them.
I haven't been there in all week long. I haven't been there.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
They probably
you know,
miss you over there.
probably.
That's what happened whenever you
Trying to
start
find a
hitting
new
them
hobby.
trades.
I don't know what else to do though. I'm bored. I don't know
Christina,
what
that's
else to do.
because you don't have
Something
a
that doesn't
car.
require. Can you walk that way? You can't like carry
I-
heavy stuff if you did walk.
Yeah,
so.
well, yeah. But I can't really.
How long
walk
is it
there
gonna take
anyway?
for your-
It's too. It's down this big hill, and walk. I would never make it home. I'm not that physical.
So the whole Uber thing, they don't come in your area at all.
There's just, well, they do if you get a ride home from them, you know. But they're never. There's none around unless you get one that lives in the area and that's doing it. But you pull it up and it says, "What? Let's see if it still says that." Let me see. It showed me none available, and I was like, "Oh, try again later." I'm like, oh, I guess I
Yeah.
don't need a ride.
How long before your car gets repaired?
I haven't even got. It's still in my garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got to
Now,
deal
were
with the
you,
whole
were you
insurance
an
thing
Uber
still.
driver with your Jeep?
What?
Were you doing Uber driving with your Jeep?
A little bit. I was doing it with my other one before. I haven't done it in a while.
okay.
Yeah. I haven't.
It's
been
like
doing
that out here where I live. Well, if you need a ride, it'll take you something like 30 minutes. Every now and then, I guess they got to have one coming through here for you to be
Look,
like,
can you see
2
that?
minutes away.
No rides available.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
yeah, I ain't
Wow.
never got that.
Sometimes it's insane. They cancel.
seen that.
They're on their way, then they cancel.
That's what I'm saying.
Then-
Yeah, because earlier when
then
I
the
looked,
rate
it was like an
goes
hour
up.
and a half wait. And then what happens? You wait all the time, and then they see where it is, and they're like, "Fuck that," and they cancel. I know because I was an
Yeah.
Uber driver.
And then the rate goes up too.
Not going out
Yep,
there.
yeah. It gets higher.
Wow.
Gas is expensive. I get it. You know, time. You know, wear and tear on your car, gas. I'm not gonna drive an hour to get somebody that's gonna go 5 minutes down the street. That happened to me before, and I was mad. So, yeah, everybody's like, "Nope."
So, Dawn, before you go, I want to
Yeah.
tell you that I got a letter today telling me that I got another disability. So, I know y'all probably be hearing me like sniffling. So the VA called me and was like, "Yeah, you got another service connected disability." And I'm like, "Okay, you know, what's the conversation?" 0 for my nose. Yeah, you got a messed up nose. It happened in Iraq, but we ain't gonna pay you anything. We're just letting you know. I'm like, okay, so I'm
wow.
already having a bad day, and he's called and tell me that I got another disability.
Why did they even tell you? You got another disability.
Like, why
We're not
we?
giving you
That's what I was
nothing for it.
thinking. I was
Why
like,
even tell
why
you?
we? Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking. I just
crazy.
Hey, guess what? Haha.
what the? They're like, because they called me. They're like, yeah, come in and get screened for this, I guess burn pit or whatever, you know. And I'm like, how do I get this letter? And I ain't even went to because they got like other appointments that you got to go to. Because they lined up like 4, because it was like 3 or 4 of them that they want me to go to. And I haven't had I'm like, how do I get a decision letter? And I ain't even been to the appointment. So I guess they figured this out without evidence or something. I don't know.
Right.
Crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
Is anybody doing anything tomorrow?
Is anybody here from Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yeah, because we seem to be doing a Minnesota goodbye.
What's that?
What is that? We don't know what that is.
You know, an Irish goodbye is where you leave and nobody knows.
Yeah, you're just out. Yeah.
Minnesota goodbye is like a really long goodbye.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I do that all the time. When you're walking out of a room, you just got to stop and talk
I'll
to
let you
everybody.
go.
Yeah.
yep.
All right,
Well, we
guys.
can
Have a
leave.
good one.
All right.
Everybody have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
And yeah, you too. And if I can get on here tomorrow, I'll try to get on here tomorrow. We can do a watch party if you guys want.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody have a great weekend.
Oh, you know what?
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 Minnesota goodbye. No. You know what? We should do a Christmas viewing party.
We could watch movies.
I wish we could.
No,
Huh?
there's a way to do that.
FaceTime.
Where if we're all on the same service, you can link up and chat and talk
Like
at the same time.
FaceTime.
We can't even get a number together. What we get?
No.
Can we do it in the Zoom call?
I don't know. I'll look into it. That
Okay.
could be a really fun thing.
That would be cool if we could just do it in the Zoom call because we can watch movies in there.
You can do it in a Zoom call. You can. I did it with my kids. We watched Cats. And and it became like a hellscape because we started like drawing because the movie was so bad. We started drawing on the characters and like we had more fun just tapping on a really bad movie.
Wow.
That's fun.
Coach might let us do
Yeah.
that, dude. Because he's a movie buff. So
Let's pick a time this weekend.
yeah. That works.
Yeah.
I'll DM him. Everybody DM him.
There you go.
All right, everybody
There you
have
go.
a fantastic night.
Watch your Discord alerts.
Okay.
All right.
Have a
See ya.
good one.
Okay. Good night.
Peace.